with my 3-month-old grandson.
That's
So
awesome.
her and her
That's
husband and my grandson are coming out to the show. So grandson get to hear some of Papa's old school funk. And we're gonna have some fun today, and you know, another great day, lovely day, lovely day.
Ooh, some of that P-Funk.
Uncut funk, the bomb.
The bomb.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the headlines today in Ann Arbor, Michigan, Michigan has named their captains for this year's team. And I Big Sweet, I want you to tell me about what UCLA does, but for Michigan, we pride that into being a great honor. And it's go ahead.
I remember too. I remember that Michigan did it that way, and if you were named captain at Michigan, man, that's a special honor. That was a big honor. So I assume that the one Jamie Morris had to be a captain at some point in time.
Well, heck yeah. 5'6", all-time leading rusher. I mean, come on, bro. You know they're going to give me the
I know that,
rock.
right?
I just got 5 guys in front of me, and we do our thing.
There you go. Well, you know, at UCLA, Terry Donahue did it differently.
Okay.
The team voted captains every week.
Okay. That's different, but it's okay, right?
Yeah, they voted captains every week, and it allowed, you know, different guys to become captain. But
well, was it seniors? Was it just seniors, or did you vote for guys in?
No, it could be anybody in the program, and not just seniors. So, man, you know, kind of being humble here, but yours truly, as a sophomore, was captain maybe 3 times.
Wow.
Then,
as a sophomore.
As a junior, I was captain maybe 6 times.
Wow.
And as a senior, I was captain probably 10 out of the 11 games we played. So it was like having a steady captain, because yours truly was blessed to be my teammates thought that highly of me on a regular basis, that they just say, hey, Larry had another good game, man. Make Larry the captain this week, or whatever their logic was. But I was captain probably 10 out of 11 games we had my senior year.
That's awesome.
But especially when we went back to Ohio State and played Ohio State, you know. I was the captain. If you
played Ohio State.
But here's the story behind it. You know how they introduce the captains and, you know, in the games and everything. So I'll never, ever, ever forget this. We're in Columbus. I'm a senior, and they're announcing the captains. Ladies and gentlemen, from UCLA, number 5 from Chesapeake, Virginia, Ken Easley. Oh, but, you know, boo, boo, boo.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, captain from Los Angeles, number 24, Freeman McNeil. Boo, 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 boo. Ladies and gentlemen, captain number 77 from Dayton, Ohio, Larry Lee. Oh, that motherfucker! They was throwing beer. They threw beer. They threw beer at me. They threw batteries. They threw all kind of stuff, man, when I got on the sideline.
They was mad at you. You left. You're a traitor. You left the state of Ohio.
I know, man. That was a sin back then. You know, now you know it's commonplace, but back then, if your hometown, if you were worthy enough for Woody Hayes to come after you, and boy, you went to Ohio State. Except there was 2 guys that defected. One was, you remember Gary Jeter?
Yep, I know. Yep.
Gary Jeter was from Cleveland. And he was the first guy to go to USC from Ohio. And that was huge news. And he was 2 years older than me. So when I came out, I was the first guy to leave Ohio and go to a UCLA. So Gary Jeter and I were hated by Ohio folks for a long time because we didn't go to Ohio State.
Wow. See, that's I'll tell you what. Being a captain here at the University of Michigan, They take it with great pride. Players take it with great pride because they're
and
here
as they should,
for the 5 years, and then it's a great honor to be voted captain by your teammates.
Well, let me ask you this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? I wonder how many of our listeners remember some of the captains over the years.
Yeah, they probably remember. I mean, it depends on what kind of year they had, Big Sweet. You know that.
Now, so was it some of the obvious ones? I assume AC was a captain.
Yes, Anthony Carter was a captain. Yep.
I assume Desmond Howard was a captain.
No, I don't think Desmond Howard made
this.
No, only because he didn't play his senior year. I think he left early.
Oh, okay. I assume like Charles Woodson was a captain.
Left early.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You're a captain when you're a 4-year senior or a 5th-year senior. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Captain. You got to be there to understand. Now, I'm sure the rules have changed now because of the NIL rules and transfer portals and different things like that. Because Ernest Hausman, I'll tell you the captains at Michigan right now. Max Bredesen, who was a captain last year, is repeating. Rob Moore, who's a safety, young man, he couldn't play last year, blew out a knee. He's coming back this year, says he's at 85%. He's a captain. GL Al-Hadi, offensive lineman, he's a captain this year. Ernest Hausman, who played at Nebraska his freshman year, but came to Michigan, he's a captain. Rob Moore is a captain. He's played 4 years, 3 or 4 years here. Maryland Klein, he's a tight end, and he's a 4-year letterman. He's a captain.
So I imagine I'm going back to my list. Guys like Bubba Paris. Was Bubba Paris a captain?
I think Bubba Paris was a captain. I think so. No? Yes?
Okay.
No. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going old school. My years, I remember the Michigan guys. Okay, like a John Geisler.
No, not that.
No.
What year is that? What year was that? Your senior year?
My senior year was 81.
81. Who's the 81 captains? Is it AC and?
No, it's probably John Wangler.
Go ahead.
Ralph Clayton.
It was Kurt Becker and Robert Thompson in 1981.
What's the year after that? The year after 82.
Anthony Carter.
Yep.
Paul Gergash. Yep. And Robert Thompson.
Got it.
Okay.
Wangs got hurt. Remember, Wangs got hurt in the Gator Bowl. Lawrence Taylor took his knee out. Remember that?
I do remember.
Lawrence Taylor took his knee out. I remember that. I was a kid.
What about the guy that caused me not to go to Michigan, and that was Calvin O'Neill?
Calvin O'Neill was a captain, wasn't he? I see Calvin O'Neill.
Gotta be.
Yeah, 1976.
1976.
Okay.
Yeah.
Calvin on, and then what was the other?
When he was a captain.
Huh?
You probably was there when he was playing captain. And you saw him. Saw him taking on blocks.
That's why I didn't go to Michigan. I was a little high school offensive lineman, and I looked at Calvin O'Neill. I said, "Wait a minute, college linebackers look like that?" He looked like Hulk Hogan and Ben Grimm and remember a Fantastic Four. And I said, "No." He had muscles on top of muscles, underneath muscles, with that big old neck roll and everything. I said, I'm not going against that guy every day in practice. I'm not going to Michigan. If linebackers, I ain't going against him every day. Let me go back to the Marcus Merricks. Huh?
Big Sweet was young then. He just didn't know how big he was going to be. He could have gone in there with Calvin O'Neill. He grew up a big boy.
I would have, the competitor in me would allow, but man, I just said, I was like, man, look at that dude. That's an inside linebacker in college. I was like, oh my God. And I told Calvin this story. Calvin knows this story. I said, you're the reason I didn't go to Michigan, Calvin. Calvin O'Neill, man.
I heard he was knocking them out too. He was
a thumper. He was a thumper, and that's back when linebackers, all they had to worry about was first and second down and run plays. They didn't have to cover backs out of the backfield too. So he was that big middle linebacker, that thumper middle linebacker, and I was like, man, I ain't going against this guy every day. Nope, not gonna happen.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I get it. If I'd done that, what you saying, you claim you did. I don't think you did that. I think you saw a big guy. I wouldn't be at Michigan. I wouldn't be here today. I went on my recruiting trip, and I met the starting tailback. Well, the backup tailback for Michigan. My recruiting year. It was 1980. It was 1984. It was February.
Yeah.
It was the coldest day of the year at the time. And Michigan was playing Indiana in basketball. And I'm sitting, and they had me right beside Gerald White. And I looked at him. I said, what position you play? He said, I'm a tailback. I looked at him like, wow, man.
I can take this guy.
No, I didn't say that. I went like this. I called home and said, they got them big up here. I don't know if I can play here.
On my recruiting trip, it was what was the big running back from Maryland? For Russell. What was his last name? He had a brother played at Michigan. They both played at Michigan, but he was a star running back or fullback or something. Russell Davis.
Yeah.
Russell Davis was
my man. That's my man.
he was my man. If you ever talked to him, he was my host, man. Russell Davis. I never forget. He and Kurt Greer were my host on the trip. Yeah.
Some good guys. Them guys are good guys, man. I love those guys.
Good guys. Yes, sir. Good guys. I agree.
Russell Davis said, I came up here. I remember the story. I came up here and Bo said, we're gonna run you a tailback. We're gonna have you back there dotting the I and everything like that. Russell said the next year he had me up, dotting the I. I was the I. I was the fullback, Jimmy.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Russell Davis. Yeah, I remember. Man, I really it's starting to flash back. I remember all. There was another guy from Hamilton, Ohio, that was at Michigan, Derek Howard or something like that. He was a safety, and they pulled us all together. But it was Kurt Greer, Mike Harden. Calvin O'Neill, Russell Davis, and I'm trying to think who it was. One more, like a big offensive lineman. I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, yeah, I had a great recruiting trip to Michigan when I came out of high school. I told you the story about.
Where they take you around to?
Well, they had a big it was like a hotel, and they had some kind of big banquet scenario that we went to, and then I went to a couple of night spots. I forget the name of the clubs, but then the big thing was I told you, I'm going to dinner at Bo's house with just he and Emily.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there eating dinner with Bo Schembechler and his first wife Emily. And I'm like, oh my God. And all the other recruits are out on the town with their hosts. And I'm sitting up there with Bo, man, and his wife. I'm like, oh God, I think this guy really wants me here. But the other thing that more so caused me not to go to Michigan was Bo. I played guard and linebacker in high school.
Yeah.
And Bo wanted to make me a nose tackle. He said, I think you would be one heck of a nose tackle. And I wasn't necessarily.
You didn't even ask him. Did you talk to him about it?
I did. We talked about it, and I said, well, you know, I was one of them. I was blessed to be a pretty athletic guy for a big guy. So that's when they had big linebackers like Calvin O'Neill, you know, and those kind of guys. So I was playing middle linebacker. I actually made All-State at linebacker and guard. But Bo wanted to make me a nose tackle, and I wasn't necessarily feeling the nose tackle thing. You know, I was big sweet, man. I want to run around and stuff. I ain't locking up with no centers. You know, I'm big sweet. I want to run around, make tackles.
Do you not know? I'm gonna tell you my story with Bo. Okay, I already told you how I got here. Okay, I already told you how I got here when Eric Ball made his decision and Michigan came back to me. I got here. When I got here, I came here with my military bag with my name stenciled on because I told you my dad was military, right? So I look military. Like, what battalion you going in? I said, no. I'm playing Michigan football. You? Playing Michigan football?
You?
Yeah, exactly. He looked at me and said, you? Anyway, so you know we had that college magazine where the incoming freshmen, so I'm looking at this magazine. Dude, it said Jamie Morris, the incoming freshman. Jamie Morris. It had WR/ what is called W/ kick returner, KR. I went,
oh, KR.
What? I called my mom, and she goes, "You need me to call him?" I said, "No, Mom. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna take care of it myself. I can't have you always in my defending me. I gotta defend myself.
Right. I need to man up. Yeah.
So I went down to the office that day. Went down there, and I wanted to see Coach Bo. Now, Bo had a rule. Whenever a player wants to see me, no matter what I'm doing, I will see that player. Okay?
Okay. All right.
So, but instead, he didn't do it by himself. I got into that room with all them coaches. They all were around the big table, big speak. And they was at, he says, oh, come on in here. Come on in here. And all the
come on in.
Offense and defense. And I said, he said, what do you want, Morris? I said, and he goes, Bo, he looks good. They're looking good. I said, I think there was a mistake in the magazine, Coach. I came up here to be running back. He goes, Terrell, you hear this? This son of a gun just told me what the old coach already know. I said, no, I didn't, but I was nervous, dude. I was nervous with all the coaches.
No, I bet you were.
And all of a sudden I said, all I want is an opportunity to play running back. And he goes, you know what, Morris? I'm going to give you that chance. And then after I give it to you, then you're going to go play wide receiver and kick return because I think you got it. But old coach, I made a promise to you. And old coach is going to keep his promise. And I said, well, will I be starting out as a running back? He goes, look at that. And he looks around at the room and all the coaches go, whoa. And he goes, he went like this, you'll get the opportunity and I will let you know. I said, okay. So I just laughed. Right. Larry, he promised to give it to me. He promised to give it to me. And I don't know what team it was, but it was his first defense going against all the rest of the guys. Harbaugh wasn't in that huddle with me, but we were running plays for the other team, and we go run off tackle. Well, he gave me the ball. I went 85. 85 yards for a touchdown. He blew the whistle. Right. He was mad as whatnot. Defense. The ball is going to be run right here. And then he says to me, let's see your little ass get out of this. Right? I said, okay. We got the ball off tackle. I cut back on everybody. Everybody was in that where Coach said the ball's going to be run at, all except for me because I cut back. And I was cut back. Hey, he went, I'm a son of a bee. Carol, who's telling this young man where the holes are? He goes, Bo,
Right.
he's running where you told him to run, but he's doing it
Exactly.
quicker than the rest of them.
Quicker than the rest of them. There you go. So, yeah. See, I didn't have the guts to talk to Bo like that.
I ain't had the guts to talk to him. I just didn't want my mom to do it because I don't know what she would have said. So I'm like, I'm just going to ask. That's all I'm going to do. Just give me my chance. He goes, I think you're going to be in that room with Coach Burton from now on. I'm like, okay.
I remember Coach Burton. Yeah, I remember Coach Burton. Yeah. And my guy, though, I still love him to this day, man, was Jerry Hanlon, Coach Hanlon.
Coach Hanlon, yep.
You know, even though I did not go to Michigan, every training camp when I was in the NFL, I'd get a postcard from Jerry Hanlon saying, have a great season, stay healthy, have a great season. Coach Hanlon. I never forget that.
No, that's Coach Hanlon was sincere. He loved you no matter what. If you were
talking about class.
Yes.
Class act.
So we need to go to a break, but I want to say this. Urban Meyer's still shooting off his mouth. Gonna make me mad again today.
Oh God, you and Philly E. Oh no, not 2 days straight.
I'm saying to you, Urban Meyer wants the NFL to discipline Jim Harbaugh. And we're going to talk about it on the other side, and we're going to see if it's justified in what he's saying. I'm thinking that the populace will not agree with Urban Meyer, but you know what? We can ask the question and just go through it anyway. I mean, let's venture upon it because he does make a point, and we'll talk about that all on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
And you know what I'm gonna do, Jamie? I see some restrooms across the street.
Yeah, go.
I gotta go, and if I hopefully get back enough time.
Be back. Yeah, go. Take your time. Go ahead.
All right. Okay.
We'll be here. Don't take us to the restroom. Let me. And he leaves the phone on. That's the funny part. He said, hey, you know what I'm going to do? Just don't take the phone with you, Larry. We good. That ain't a fight song. I don't even know what the hell I was singing. I got to read this Urban Meyer shit right here. Up again too. Uh-oh. That was some snickering by me. Look up Ohio State band bowl. I mean, bowl band. What year was that? Jim Tressel lost his job. Yeah, that's right. That's about right.
All right. I can think now.
He's slightly off on his recount of Tressel being suspended. With the team hired Tressel as a replay consultant and said that he wouldn't start his gig until the 7th game of the season. Goodell said he was okay with the decision, the Colts' decision, and he would have suspended Tressel for the first 6 games if Indianapolis didn't sit him out.
Wow. Funny how people turn them tables on you, won't they?
Oh yeah, boy.
There was no collegiate penalty for lap dancing, was it?
I guess not. Or checking the oil, oil. God. Right. I'm sorry, Savannah. I mean, Rihanna. I'm sorry I said that. It's just it's the best way I can say he stuck his hand somewhere he shouldn't have. I'm saying he's a nasty man.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone, Jamie Morris. My girl Rihanna on the other side of the glass. Again, she's solo doing her show. That being said, we got the big man himself, our center, Larry Lee. We call him Big Sweet because he's so sweet.
Sweet.
So Urban Myers has decided to continue talk about Jim Harbaugh. To the point, he thinks that Jim Harbaugh should face NFL disciplines for his roles in the Michigan sign-stealing scandal. Well, you know what I say. Be careful of what you talk about, Urban. And he likes to point out, he says that, did the NFL forget that Jim Tressel, at the time that his team got investigated by the NCAA, that Jim Tressel was he said Tressel was forced to resign from Ohio State following the NCAA investigation into improper benefits received by some of his players, including Terrell Pryor. Players traded their equipment, memorabilia, autographs, and tattoos for cash. And Tressel withheld information about it from Ohio State as well as the NCAA investigators. Following the investigations, the Buckeyes received a 1-game bowl ban, 1-year ban bowl among the other penalties, and Tressel received a 5-year show cause order. However, Myers slightly was off on his reaccount of Tressel's suspension with the Colts. The team hired Tressel as a replay consultant and said he wouldn't be able to start his new gig until the 7th game of the season. Goodell said he was okay with the Colts' decision, and he would have suspended Trussell for 6 games if Indianapolis didn't do anything, if they didn't sit him out. Meyer had a brief and disastrous stint at the, if you guys remember, he had a little stint in the NFL himself, and you all know where that led to. Myers was accused of having dysfunctional relationships with his players, his coaches, including calling members of his staff losers, and of course, kicking his former kicker, Josh Lambo, while he was stretching during practice. Meyer denied all accusations, but was still dismissed in December with a 2-11 record. Wow, he got thrown out of there because he had a bad record.
Right.
So, Big Sweet, but, I don't know how you feel. You tell me. I mean, I get it. He's trying to keep his fans and the Ohio State fans still talking about, what happened at Michigan 2 years ago. I get it. He wants Jim Harbaugh. I mean, do you really think? I mean, this guy. When you think Urban Meyer, he's really trying to get Jim Harbaugh. He wants Jim Harbaugh. He wants Michigan, and he hates it, so he wants to take Jim Harbaugh down.
You know what's funny to me nowadays? Remember, there used to be, back in the old days, there used to be like, I'm thinking about Get Smart, cone of silence and a secret code, a secret code among players, coaches, various things. But nowadays, times are truly changed. Like we were talking about the lawsuit and everything. Why fight the lawsuit? It's just a sign of the times. All that kind of stuff is gone now, man. And whether it was good or bad or indifferent, nowadays, man, you go for yours, I go for mine. Blood, no love lost, no protection. That's just a sign that these times today are crazy to me. They really are. So Urban Meyer saying, look, man, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to take some other folks down with me, or I'm going to bring this back up and, can't let bygones be bygones. Am I making sense here? It's kind of, it's crazy to me today how vengeful, is that a word? How, everybody wants vengeance. Everybody, if I'm going down, you going down too. And used to be, if you were slick enough not to get caught, you could get away with something. Nowadays, man, it's just what was Flip Wilson? Loose lips sink ships.
Exactly.
Exactly. So it's just a different day and time.
My whole thing is Urban Meyer, of all people to talk, though.
Right.
Do you know what you did down in Florida? That's
what I'm saying.
I mean, come on,
That's
man.
What I'm saying. What's that old saying? When you point fingers at somebody, there's 4 more pointing back at you.
Exactly.
So, but that don't apply no more. And everybody, I'm doing, I guess whatever you can get away with, you get away with and go for it. And there's an old saying, all them Bible verses and all do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. And but now it's a different day. It's a different world now, man. It really is.
I didn't know Urban Meyer had this kind of passion. You know what I'm saying? But for Jim Harbaugh,
right.
he got some passion. I mean, Jim Harbaugh was 0-4 when he played against Urban Meyer. He never beat Urban Meyer. Just let everybody know he was 0-4. I think he was 0-4, wasn't he? Something like that. So, I mean, look, why Urban Meyer would go after him? Don't know, but it makes him feel good. And it feeds the anger to his crowd.
I know the cliche I was trying to think of. If you're living in a glass house, don't throw no stones.
Right. Go
right?
ahead. What were you going to say? What were you going to say,
Well, that was,
Deanna?
Oh,
yeah,
I was just
Deanna.
going to say that it's also just distracting everybody from other things that these teams could be doing, from what he's doing too. Like the whole reason he's distracting everybody with, oh, should we pull, NFL charges on Jim Harbaugh? It's just distracting because you don't know what they're doing behind closed doors either
Right.
now.
That's exactly right.
Distraction. I've heard that word in another genre of life right now about distractions and throwing people off the scent and going somewhere else. And I won't get into that. No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
You're right. I'm not going there. But man, that's what it's all about today. It's different. These are different times, man. I'm old school. I'm the old OG, man. I'm old school. I'm sorry. Where a man's word meant something, and be careful what you say. And I'm not gonna put you down to make me look better or put you in the same boat as. I don't know. All those old thoughts are dead now. They're dead.
So this wasn't really a thing back in the day, you said then?
No.
Like this, like
Coaches don't
even
talk
if you
about
were
coaches, exactly.
Oh,
no,
really?
they didn't talk about each other.
Wow.
They
No,
respected
no.
each other.
It was a
That's
yeah.
your thing. That's your thing. Yeah, you do.
And
hey,
I'm not gonna get involved in your
right,
thing.
that's none of my business. That's not your business.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
social media nowadays helps with that at all.
I mean,
with
Woody
Twitter
Hayes would have
and-
never said anything to Bo Schembechler about whatever he was doing. Never.
No. They could talk about each other as far as the the rivalry or whatever, but hey, beyond that, man, they weren't gonna persecute each other,
Right.
So that's just a sign of the times. It's a different time, Rihanna. Your generation's different, Rihanna.
They are. And like I said, social media doesn't help with any of that. You got people, like you said, loose lipping on all these social media apps.
You mean you loose finger? And
People are always
got
doing
them
something and
thumbs.
saying something
Yes.
about somebody in a post, in a story. You go on Twitter and
Right.
people are just posting to your page all this stuff. So yeah.
Well,
It's
look at all this diss stuff. All the shows now are about dissing somebody. The Real Housewives of Atlanta or so. They're just dissing each other and calling each other bees and the B word and all that. It's just crazy how that's why I kind of keep to myself, man. I don't if somebody brings my name up about something, man. I'm cool. Go ahead. Yep. Right on. You got to have enough discipline nowadays to know when to just shut up and let it ride. Let it roll off your back.
Something we need to talk about is that it happened 2 years ago. Probably, I say he's probably, if not the greatest coach, he's one of the greatest coaches at Northwestern football. University of Northwestern, or is it just Northwestern? I don't know. Anyway,
it's just yeah.
Former head coach Pat Fitzgerald, remember him? Announced Thursday that he reached a settlement with the school on his wrongful termination lawsuit stemming from his dismissal amid allegations of hazing in his football program.
I remember that.
Summer of 2023, Northwestern released an investigation into hazing within the program and suspended Pat Fitzgerald for 2 weeks during that offseason. Following a public backlash, the Daily, they call theirs the Daily too. The Daily, Northwestern reporting an allegation of incidents that the university president at the time fired Fitzgerald, and 3 days later for his failure to know and prevent the hazing. Fitzgerald sued in that October, seeking $130 million, saying the two sides had agreed. So he won that lawsuit, or he won the settlement. They have settled,
Right.
and they have decided to move forward. Pat Fitzgerald, I'm going to say one of the greatest coaches in the Big Ten. He could, and why I say that, Big Sweet and Rihanna, is because this man wasn't recruiting 5 stars. 5 stars aren't going to Northwestern unless they're very intelligent and they want to, they have an education forefront. They're not trying to get in the NFL from Northwestern. That being said, Pat Fitzgerald, if you watched him, he was a linebacker who played at Northwestern, and he came on to be a coach, and then he replaced a great coach at the time because of a sudden death. And Pat Fitzgerald was winning Big Ten championships as well as competing in the Big Ten at the time. And he got accused of ignoring or pretty much conjuring up some of the hazing that went on in the football program. Now, they did give him a two-week suspension, but then the president went as far as to firing him, and Pat Fitzgerald sued. And as I've said to you, he won his lawsuit, or they've agreed to agree. And guess what? He got $130 million.
Wow. I kind of I'm going to do a little investigating. I kind of got a little insight on that. Mm-hmm. One of the singers in my band, her son played for Northwestern at that time.
Wow.
And I remember talking to him and her about that situation then. So I'm going to have to reach back out and see how much he'll tell me again or refresh my memory about. I might have some more news maybe in the next few days. Today is Thursday, so maybe by Monday, if we bring it back up or something, I would have gotten some more information. But yeah, my singer's son played at Northwestern during that time.
In May 34, they settled 34 outstanding lawsuits with athletes over the hazing. So the players they sued the school too over the hazing.
Wow.
So 34 outstanding lawsuits with the athletes have been settled now with of the hazing allegations. So they not only paid Pat Fitzgerald, they paid those 34 athletes.
I got to check with my singer's son. He might have a little extra cash right now.
I'm going to say this. You understand, they're redoing their whole stadium. $850 million. It will be the most expensive college stadium in history.
Wow, I hadn't heard that.
So they're redoing this. You got great views. They're measuring. They're doing all kinds of things. Yeah, they may not be winning, but you're gonna see a game. It's like on TV.
well, let me ask you this: since it's Northwestern, they wouldn't be tied into that Chicago Bear new stadium scenario, right? We're not talking about.
They're not. They're building theirs separate from the Bears. The Bears are going to go a little bit further south but it's going to be inside Chicago. That's what they say.
Okay,
it's inside Chicago.
Right.
You know how important it is to be inside Chicago, or we can't call them the Chicago Bears.
Oh,
right?
They're going to be the Chicago
Bears, right? Hey, I'm just letting you know. It is very important. Very important.
They're going to be the Gary Bears, Gary, Indiana. No, that's Gary, Indiana. Or no, what's one of them Illinois cities? They're going to be the I don't know. I can't think of one right now. Anyway,
look. All I'm saying to you is we didn't get soft in there. When you bring that up, I'm just gonna say, first the Lions had a dome, the Pontiac Silverdome. You remember that one, Big Sweet? Remember that one?
Besides playing there,
domes now. Minnesota got one. Minnesota used to play outside. Now they got a dome. I'm just saying, everybody getting a dome now. It's classic.
Remember when the Silverdome was built? It was state of the art. 90,000 people. Silverdome. I never. Now after my playing days, when I was in the front office, my office was right above the tunnel. So when they didn't have, football games, and they had those tractor pulls and all that kind of stuff. All I could taste was diesel fuel all the time for them trucks and all them diesel things going in and out. All that diesel fuel used to come up in my office. I'm like, I'm tasting.
You can't just play football in the dome. I mean, you had to have the dome for something else. You got to be able to do things. That's why you built the dome.
That's right. Well, the number. Other than football, probably the other number one event ever in the Silverdome was what? The WrestleMania.
The first one ever. The first one ever. That was the greatest. I was in school at Michigan. WrestleMania 1 happened. I remember that.
What was that? 93, I think.
Yep. No, 80.
WrestleMania, man. That week was hectic. And I remember, man, I used to own a limousine service, and Aretha Franklin was one of my clients. And she had to sing the national anthem, right? So the day before, I'm driving her for rehearsal. So we get there, and all these wrestlers are in the tunnel and all that. And I'm like, okay, there's Hulk Hogan, there's Jake the Snake, and all them. So I'll never forget. There's two things I'll never forget from that day. One was we walking in there, and Hulk Hogan sees Aretha Franklin, and I'm standing next to Aretha, and he said he was doing a commercial or one of them spots. I'm the Hulkster, and and then they say, cut. He said, hi, Miss Franklin. How you doing, Miss Franklin? Pleasure meeting you. Oh, my God, I love all your songs. And then 3, 2, 1, I'm the Hulkster. He knew how to turn that thing on and off so quick. That's the one thing I remember about that. And then the second one was
Rocky when he turned it on in Rocky.
Oh yeah, I missed it. And the second thing I remember about that day, I was with Aretha's boyfriend at the time. Had on some snakeskin boots, and Jake the Snake. I'm scared S-less of snakes. I do not like snakes whatsoever. Jake the Snake walks up with that snake. And he could tell I'm nervous. I'm shaking. He said, hey, brother, hold this for me. And I hold out my arms, and he puts the snake in my arms. And I go, oh, my God.
Hold on. Why would you put your arm out and hold on to that big snake?
Because he handed it to me. He said, hey, brother, hold this. And I'm like, oh, my God. And I'm sitting there with this snake. I got both my hands out, and the snake is sliding from my arms, down to Aretha Franklin's boyfriend's boots. And it circled around his ankle. True story. I was like, uh-oh, he recognizes his cousin or something.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
True
God.
story, man. That snake slithered out of my arms, and I was like, oh, my God. I was scared. I was damn near in tears. Oh, man, you just don't know. I'm scared of snakes. And this dude handed it was a big old yellow python or whatever that snake was Jake the Snake used to have. And he put that snake in my arm.
You were obviously more scared of the guy than you were the snake, though. If you're holding it,
I said, hey, I ain't holding no damn snake. You better get out of here with that. I would have told I don't know what you were thinking.
But he did it so quickly. Hey, brother, hold this. And I'm like, S. I'm cursed. I'm saying under my.
Did he throw it on your shoulders? I mean, did he wrap it around?
He didn't throw it at me, but he just kind of real quick. Hey, brother, hold this. I guess he saw my fear. And he wanted to play with me,
So he was messing with you. He was messing
with me, man. And he got me. I probably needed to check my drawers, man. I was scared.
Really,
I was so scared,
didn't
man.
have anything to do. He just handed it to him for fun. He didn't have anything.
Watch this guy.
He saw how nervous I was.
That steak on him.
He saw how nervous I was, and so he was effing with me, man. Hey, take this, brother. I was like, oh, and I'm sitting there, but the snake slithered out of.
You froze, and he slid down you and tried to get the snake boots.
Yeah, he wrapped himself around Aretha Franklin's boyfriend's boots.
What
True
did he
story.
do? What the hell did he do? What did he do? Did he jump out his boots?
He wasn't scared like me. We were making jokes that time. Oh, he sees his cousin. You wearing his cousin, and that kind of thing. Those kind of jokes were coming out, but he wasn't scared. I'm the one that was scared essless. I'll never ever forget WrestleMania at the Silverdome, ever. For that reason.
You just helped me with. I thought that was a great event, but that was a funny event.
It was. It was. I mean, and then
crying.
it was a great event, other than that damn snake and Jake the Snake.
Why you didn't say? No, I ain't holding on to your damn snake. Get away from me, dude.
Man, he did it so quickly, man. I couldn't react like that.
You froze. You froze.
I froze and shit and probably pooped on myself too.
Exactly.
I was that scared, man. I was that scared. So I'll never forget WrestleMania at the Silverdome for those two reasons. Those two reasons, man. And, plus it was an honor. I was a good friend of Aretha, so she was using my limo service, and I'm her driver that day and everything. And so it was just an honor. And then that happens.
Did she give you another job? Because she knew.
Yeah. I mean,
everybody could throw a snake at him and make him free. She used me. She used my limo service for several years, man. She was one of my good clients, and I became great. I even played some bass for her, a few times. So yeah, man. That was my girl. But I'll never forget WrestleMania at the Silverdome. Never.
Big Sweet. He smelled you from a mile away coming in with that beer.
He did. He saw the fear. I probably was sweating.
Look at him like he was crazy. Like, what?
Yeah.
Look at that man with that big snake.
He did. He was a top wrestler. Everybody knew Jake the Snake, right? I saw Jake the Snake. I saw Hulk Hogan. I saw what was that other guy that was big at the time? Andre the Giant. I saw all those wrestlers. It was WrestleMania. Yeah. But Jake the Snake saw that I was scared of snakes, and I didn't want to run away from Aretha because I'm supposed to be her driver or whatever.
I would have ran down the tunnel.
Man,
put that damn snake on me.
Man,
he passes it to Aretha instead. He's like, "You hold this."
Right, yeah. If he'd have given that snake to Aretha, I guess she'd expected me to stand in between or something.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It was that snake one way or the other.
It was just a bad scene. It was a bad scene. I'll never forget that scene. Jake the Snake.
Big Sweet, you didn't get paid enough for that.
I know.
Are you scared of garden snakes too? The little one?
I am scared of any snake. I'm scared of all snakes. There's some things I don't play in. Snakes, one of them. I will run the other way. I don't know. I do not like snakes. I do not like snakes.
I'm sorry
period.
But I can see you.
Oh man, I'm telling Jamie, I was sweating. I was, I was hesitant anyway, and I guess he saw that. And then he just, "Hey brother, hold this," and gave me the snake. I'm like, oh my God.
You didn't know if it was pee or sweat going down your leg.
Right. Hey, and this snake is sliding through, his skin's on my skin and sliding across my arms. I'm like, oh, damn. I'll never forget that. Yeah.
Something we got to talk about on the other side. When a coach can't beat other coaches, when a coach can't beat other coaches, but he's got a good team, do you go to other rival coaches and get some advice? Or do you figure it out?
I don't see. No, yeah, you go to other coaches. Yeah, nothing wrong, especially
Well, I have that
coach.
scenario on the other side, and we're going to talk about it because,
Yeah,
I mean, James Franklin, he went to a coach, a past coach who's been retired for 2 years now, to talk about this on the other side. We'll talk about this on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
you know they're starting to fire up this music. I don't know if y'all can hear it in the background.
I hear it. It's okay.
Well, man, I might have to get out of here because if they blast this music, it might not be good for the show.
Well, let me know. We can always cover it up saying Big Sweet's at the concert. Y'all better get over there. They're warming up now. Don't worry. We can
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Could you reverse a little bit so I can get out?
Oh, they got okay.
You're like a little bit over the line. Sorry.
All right.
Big Sweet, you had me in tears.
Oh, that's a true story, Rihanna. I'll never forget that day. And I'm scared of all snakes, and that was one of the biggest snakes you ever want to see. You gotta go back. Is Jake the Snake still around or still alive? Or
I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, Jake the Snake is still alive.
Okay. All right. But I know he's not a wrestler. How old is he? Would he be nowadays? Did they say?
How old would he been?
Yeah. Probably 70s,
Born in
maybe.
55.
1955. So he'd be almost
He's
71.
He's only 4 years older than me.
How old would he have been when this WrestleMania was happening? What year was WrestleMania?
83.
93.
83. It wasn't. It was 80s, not the 90s.
He was 80. It wasn't 90. You sure?
No, I'm positive. We played. No, it wasn't even 83. Just put in WrestleMania 1, Detroit, Michigan.
93, I bet.
No, it's not 93. I wasn't in college then.
Well, it might.
Andre
I had to
the
look.
Giant taking on Hulk Hogan.
WrestleMania 3 happened in 1987.
Yes, 87.
87. Okay. All right. 87. Yeah. Oh, I'll never forget. Oh, that was crazy.
And now look what it's become. Jesus.
Now it's at the White House, damn near.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God, man. That just cracked me up.
That's that is a true story.
All right, I got the shine off my head. Oh, I can't see me now. You can't see me now. Oh, yeah, it's getting light. I'm getting lighter. I'm getting lighter. There I am. I see me now.
Jake the Snake. It was Andre the Giant. Who else did I see? Was there Undertaker or something?
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris. Rihanna on the other side doing her thing. She's carrying this show. Thank God we got Rihanna. In the center of attention, Larry Lee. We call him Big Sweet. Big Sweet and big scared of snakes. Scared of snakes.
Scared of snakes.
If he would have threw that snake on me, he would have got shot or something, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I just froze. I was like, I wanted to cry. I'm scared of all snakes. And then you know how big, if you look up some old pictures of Jake the Snake with that snake, oh man, I think it was some kind of albino something or another. It was kind of yellow and
it's a yellow. Yeah, I got you. It's just a big old snake.
That snake was huge, man.
You gotta feed them. You gotta have timing on feeding them because they can get hungry quick. I mean, you can.
Oh man, and what would they eat? Mice?
Yeah, they eat
Jamie,
mice.
why would you tell him that?
I'm just he's not around anymore. I'm just telling him.
Hey, if I see a garden snake, I'm running the other way. I'm telling you.
I'm not saying I killed this damn thing, but there was a snake when I cut the grass yesterday. And yes, I tried to get him with the lawnmower, but the lawnmower set high. I saw him squirm away. He got away, but he almost got his head chopped off. I'm telling you, I ran and got the shovel. I went and got the shovel to cut his head off. That's what I was going to do, but I got
him. Man.
And of course, CJ being 5, CJ said, "No, snakes eat bugs, Daddy." I'm like, they can eat you too. You gotta get away from them.
Oh man, snakes. That's just a horrible creature.
You're not afraid of snakes? Is that what I'm getting?
I mean, no, not as much. I don't know. I picked a garden, like the little garden or whatever, garden snake stuff with my hands. Like that didn't bother me.
Okay. Oh my God. No.
Right. Okay.
No.
I don't like centipedes though. That's more of like
centipedes.
Yeah, they got so many legs and they're crawling around.
Nothing wrong with a centipede.
Oh no.
They carry their house around. Like the centipedes make their house and make a little, and then they become, whatever.
And you, Jamie, and you know I'm an RVer, right? And so I have not seen any snakes yet in the RV life. I haven't.
No, I that's good. There you go. You don't need to.
Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent because if I do, you probably can hear me screaming in Ann Arbor.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna have to put the lights on. You guys can't see me. There you go. There you go.
What kind of ambiance are you setting, brother?
I wasn't trying to set an ambiance. We had the lights on so bright. I had a shiny forehead. I couldn't see me. I'm like what's
going on in them there studios?
No, it's okay. You got it's lighting. It's all about lighting. We're live. I just want to make sure everybody can see us and everything like that. That being said, let's get to what I was talking about. So James Franklin, he can't beat Ohio State. He can't get the big one. Can't get the big one. When he played Michigan, couldn't get the big one there. Could not win those games. So he has consulted an old friend. Why is he an old friend of Nick Saban? Because he played in the SEC. I mean, he coached in the SEC too. People don't know this, or they don't want to remember this, but I mean, James Franklin coached Vanderbilt. Did you remember that? And
Yeah, I remember that.
coach. I mean, yeah, Vanderbilt is Vanderbilt. Oh, there we go. You guys still see me? No, not yet. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It's the power over here. I'm sorry. I'll get it back on in a few minutes. It's coming. Anyway, but you can hear me, so we're good right now, right? Okay. So James Franklin, he consulted with Nick Saban, and he's trying to take some hints and different things like that. Big Sweet, I say to you, is that a good idea for James Franklin?
Yes.
You think it's good?
Yes. Absolutely, man. You get you talk to other people, especially a winner like him, and the GOAT, I guess. And I would pick his brain. I would have no issue with giving him a call and, hey, coach, and chatting to him and seeing what he could get from him. And there was a saying, I'm trying to remember, Don Shula used to say all the time. He says, I take from all and what was it? Take from all and and I don't know. I can't remember it, but yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. Not one iota. A winner or the GOAT, the man. Let me see. I do that same thing in music, man. Every time I'm around a national artist or something, man, I pick their brain when they care to talk. And you're never too old to learn. Never too old to learn, and never too old to get advice from anybody. So I'm all in on that.
I look, for me. I look, if Nick Saban can spread the wealth to James Franklin, maybe they'll make a turn or different things like that. But to me, why are you going there? You got to do it yourself. I mean, you want to get some advice? Sure, go get you some advice. Sit down and talk with the all-time coach and say, "Hey, coach, and go over the things that you think you went over." But really, it comes from the heart. It comes from you getting your players ready, different things like that.
True, Jamie, but man, there might be something you just didn't think of or might overlook that all his wealth of knowledge that he knows and everything, man, it might be a nice little tidbit that can help you go over the top. I see absolutely nothing wrong with him reaching out to the GOAT.
I don't see anything wrong with it, but I mean, if you know Nick Saban, he's gonna rib you a little bit too, Hey,
James Franklin is the little brother in that scenario, wait, that could be taken a bunch of different ways, huh?
I'm listening. I hear what you're saying. You can't see me, but
he is the little brother in that scenario. I don't know how tall James Franklin is, but he is the little brother in that.
I get it. I get it. And look, you got to do it. He's got to do it. I mean, look, I get it. And did he freeze or is it me? Okay, good. I thought it was me. My camera's not working.
What is up with you guys right now?
I don't know. He froze a little bit.
I don't know.
Figure out this camera, but I am here. I'm talking. That being said, though, I mean, look, I don't fault him for trying to get that Big Sweet because he's tried to do it himself for a long time now, and it just has not happened for him. And he has yet. I mean, he's beaten Ohio State before, but he hasn't done it on a continuous basis. He's beaten Michigan before, but he hasn't done it on a continuous basis. And when these games are magnified where they're in the top 5 and they're playing one another, you've got to be able to win that game. And whether it's the players or the coaches or whoever, I mean, how many times can you replace an OC or a DC? You know what I'm saying? Eventually, It becomes your fault, not the coordinator's fault. It becomes your fault. So, I mean, Go
To
ahead.
be quite honest, hadn't Franklin, hadn't he, he's been to the well a few times and come up empty. He's been in the hunt, but he still has come up empty for as many times as they've been to the well, or in meaningful games.
Mhm.
And he's come up empty. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm not putting him down because he sat down with Nick Saban and had some conversation with him of how you can prepare your team to go up against if your team is in the top 5 and the other team is in the top 5, how to prepare for that game and different things like that. Look, I know, and I keep telling you this. I mean, they are the team that needs to, they have a they have a returning quarterback. I know you say, what does that mean? Usually the team with the returning quarterback and the better defense, they win the national championship. That happened at Ohio State last year and Michigan the year before. So it's
Right.
it's code for Big Ten can win if they perform the way they're supposed to perform.
True, but I don't know the exact number, but he's been in some very meaningful games lately, and come out on the wrong end on more often than not. And so, the question is he in hot water because of that, or maybe that's why he's feeling a little desperate and reached out to Nick Saban.
Well, I think I'm going to go with what I think he thinks. I think he's sitting in the catbird seat, but he's got to produce. I mean, I'm going to say this: if James Franklin does not come out with a national championship this year, returning all of the offensive players they have, all of the defensive players they have, and you had the same thing Ohio State had last year, and you had the same thing that Michigan had the year before. What is that fan base gonna say? And they're redoing their stadium also. They're adding seats. They're doing things in their stadium also. So when I say all of this, dude, you better make things work. I'm just telling you.
How many
things work?
How many natties did Joe Pa win?
He had 3 at least. 3 that I know. I mean,
so that's that's the standard
right now. But I'm saying he had 3 that I know.
That's the standard then. So Penn Staters are going to they're going to start getting a little antsy about.
I mean, they're in the Big Ten. I think they've won the Big Ten once or twice. Go ahead.
To follow up, there's 2. He won 2.
Okay, 1, 2. All right. 2, but he had one that he got denied because they won. They went undefeated. They went in the Rose Bowl and won, and they got denied.
5 undefeated seasons altogether, too.
Wow.
Now, did they ever take anything away from them with all that scandal between none of that went down? Okay.
No, they fined him. They did all kinds of things to him. They paralyzed them from a recruiting standpoint. But I mean,
and what was the assistant coach's name that was
Sandusky? Sandusky.
Yeah,
the only reason I know the name is because it's the city, Sandusky, Ohio. That's the only reason I know the name. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Sandusky. He was a little foul, wasn't he?
I mean, that's soft in what you should call him. I mean, he was not right. He was not right.
Yeah, he was not right. Not right. Yep. So we'll leave it at that.
Right. I mean, we'll leave it at that. All I'm saying is James Franklin, I think, in my opinion, if he does not win a natty, he may be gone. He may be gone.
I've been a part of the Fritz Pollard Alliance over the years. The organization that helps advocate for African American coaches in the NFL. and his name has come up on several occasions about potential NFL jobs. And he's one of the top candidates every year about an NFL job when it comes to a minority coach. So maybe one of these years he might decide to just go ahead and try to go on to the NFL, especially if he can't get that natty, But he is one of the considerations every year. When you look up when the NFL does their hiring and firing at the end of the season, Black what do they call it, Black Monday or whatever Monday after the.
Of course they call it Black.
His name right. His name comes up every year in a major way somewhere. So maybe he might be better in the NFL than he might be at Penn State.
Or he's a coach that they can bring in, and he's a name brand that they can bring in and say, hey, we interviewed him, and that shows you we're interested in African American coaches, but they're not. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, what it is. I mean, a lot of coaches get a lot of opportunities, but then it fizzles, and they hire who they want to hire.
Exactly. That's the case going on with Brian Flores right now. The court has said that his lawsuit against the NFL can go forward now. And
that's crazy.
So they're saying there possibly could be some discrimination going on, and we might have an insight on that because Jason is his representative, Jason Fletcher.
Yeah, if Jason can, if he wants to come on, we'd love to talk about that. You know me, I love the black.
I'll ask Jason. Well, he had said at one time. Remember we talked to him, he would come on a regular.
Yes,
I'll follow up on that. Yep.
All I'm saying is that is good stuff. I mean, I'd love to hear what's going on with the NFL and the court saying that we're gonna carry on and do things and see what happens. I mean, that would be great.
Yeah. So I'll follow up on. I got a little homework to do. I'll follow up on a couple things, the Northwestern deal and this one.
Oh yeah, Northwestern. That would be good. Find out who got paid. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, but look.
Well,
put some money out there. I'm just letting you know they put some money out there. Everybody got paid.
There's some gold diggers running around too, man. Gold digging is a profession now.
Yeah, I know in terms you're talking about.
It's a profession now. Yep. So, they study salary caps and all that stuff too now.
Right. No, they understand. I get it. I get what you're saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. I went and got some new shoes yesterday. I had to get shoes because so I walk 5 miles a day. I try to keep that up.
Sure.
It's sweet. I told you about that. And the bottom of my shoes underneath my heel, they wore out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying it, Brianna, just because you look at her, shake her head like, who cares? What I'm saying is I got they call it the old man's disease, plantar fasciitis. It ain't an old man's disease. You just keep stepping on your heel and you hurting your heel. You're bruising it up because you're putting so much force, brute force onto your heel. I found out what it was, and then everybody said, "You getting old. You got plantar fasciitis." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
wait a minute. I got what? And then I had to look it up and see what it was. I'm like, well, maybe I am getting old.
Yeah, well, my wife has it. She used to be a runner.
Right.
Now she's a bike rider, and so yeah, she's had some plantar. I've never had any issues with that, but she's had some issues with that, man. What is it? Plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fasciitis. Okay, and so when I got it, somebody told me to do this. Get yourself a tennis ball. And then somebody said, No, Jane. No, you want to get rid of this real quick? I said, yeah, real quick. He said, get you a golf ball. Get the hardest golf ball you can get. And you put that on the floor. And hey, Jamie, you're going to cry. You may pee yourself. You may do all kinds of things. Roll that on the back foot of your heel or your foot and just let it roll. They weren't lying about the pain. Dude, the pain in that, brute pain. I mean, and did I pee myself? Yes, I did a little bit because I was in pain. You could see the tears coming out my eyes, and it hurt so much.
And yet you laughed at Big Sweet and his snake.
Exactly. And
that's disrespectful, Jamie.
It was at least a snake on my behalf. He let a golf ball bring him to tears.
Wait a minute. I was in pain, though. Mine was pain.
So was Big Sweet.
That was fear. That was fear of a damn snake.
Fear, pain, whatever you want to call it.
That is not the same. Fear is something you can overcome. Pain, you can't overcome no pain. I'm gonna tell you what, pain is pain, and it hurts. Damn it.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Hey, well, either way it go, we both cried. Okay.
We did cry. So I got me. Hey, the point was, I had to Google, and I got Siri to tell me what time Dick's closes. It said 9 p.m. Guess what time it was? It was 8:55. I got over there, though. I got over there. I said, and I knocked on the door. He goes, "We're closed." I said, I said, on my watch, it is 8:59. You better let me in here.
They were cursing you out behind that door.
You don't have a golf bag in your garage with some balls in it, golf balls in it?
The golf balls I needed, Big Sweet. I needed some shoes. Some shoes. I told you this story, so I didn't want to go through the pain. So I went over there at Dick's, got in. I didn't even try the shoes on. I bought the shoes.
Wow.
I did say, hey, hold on. So they had a white bottom and they had a fluorescent bottom. The fluorescent one they wanted to get rid of because it had a red tag. So the red tag caught my eye. So that 169 they were trying to sell me, I caught that 127 real quick.
Man, I got to, man, I'm at to turn you on, and maybe if I got to do it for you. Out of my brother lives in Santa Clarita, California. There is a Nike outlet store there.
Uh-huh.
Man,
you know we got up at what you call it?
Huh?
Over by Frankenmuth, up there by Frankenmuth.
Okay, but
there's a Nike outlet.
I don't know if it's as beneficial as this one, man.
No, it ain't beneficial if we got kid in there. Yeah, you got some kid in there.
Okay. Because I buy my yearly gym shoes whenever I go to California and go to my brother's house. Man, I have gotten Nike, sweet Nikes, Jordans, everything, man, for $18, $17. I'll buy 6, 8, 10 of them at a time until next year. And next time I'm out there, I'll call you, and man, I'll get your size, and you tell me, and I'll give you some numbers. Like, hey, Jamie, they got a pair of these for $8.
You shouldn't do that. My wife gonna hate you because I'm gonna be buying up some stuff. I need to replenish my Nike wear anyway.
It's the Nike outlet store in Santa Clarita, California. The best deals on the planet. I don't know if other Nike outlets are like this, but that one, I mean, I have left there with 10 pairs of shoes and spent $50.
Nice.
New. Brand new.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
You got me, bro. You got me.
We got to get some feedback from this commercial we just gave them.
Exactly. Find out what they got going on.
That's right. Yeah, but the Nike outlet in Santa Clarita, California. Yes, sir.
Nice. I like that. Okay.
I'll call you. They have women's too, so I'll call you, Rihanna. You tell me.
Hey,
I'll load them
Rihanna,
up and
he's proud of you.
Aw, thanks, Big Sweet.
it might cost more to ship them than it does to buy them. But still, you know, you get away with nothing. I'm telling you, that's where I load up on shoes every time I go out there, once a year.
Austin Riley is out for the season. Third baseman expected to return next spring, 26, after core injury surgery. Just letting y'all know that. I just found that out.
Jamie, they are requesting my presence.
Oh, got you.
At the stage. So if anybody's in Warren, Michigan, from 5:30 to 7, man, come hang out with the band and you know, and hang out with us and see what's going on. I hate to cut out on everybody, but they're calling for me right. And this month of August, this month of August is really packed. But you know, it'll ease up a little bit in September. Yes, sir.
Well, we appreciate you coming on and being a part of it, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All righty. Yes.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye, Big Sweet.
Right. We're
gonna go to a break. We come back. It'll be me and Rihanna on the other side. Big Sweet, play your butt off, man. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, sir. We'll do it. Yes, sir. Captain Morse.
You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. I gotta figure out this camera. How we do this? I don't know how to do this. I know that's audio, that's Wi-Fi. Yeah, it wasn't plugged in. I didn't plug it in. So that's why that's looking like that. But how do you put the camera back on me? I mean, is it up there? I mean, do I do that? Can I do that and do that again? What do I do?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It said the battery was out. It said it was about to battery low, and
Which
I
is crazy
plugged this
it was
in.
Full.
No, we've been on for a minute.
I wonder if you.
All I did was plug.
I wonder if you leave and come back.
You want me to leave and come back?
Yeah. Not he.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to leave and come back. I'm like, you both shit-backling me. I'm like, damn.
No, leave the studio, and then press this one. Press leave, and then I'll re-accept you.
Okay, I left.
All right, now get back in. Where did you? How'd you get the link before? Did you open it through your email and send it to yourself?
You were the one that got us through.
My gosh!
Don't you remember?
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, go to my email. Duh. Okay, listen.
I'm fine. I'm just laughing. That's all I'm doing. I don't care.
You're laughing at me though.
Oh, I'm laughing with you, babe. There's nothing but there's no laughing at you. There's laughing with you. I'm just
send item.
I'm just doing I'm doing this thing right here, trying to figure it out. Hey, it's all good.
Start cam.
We saw us.
You. Enter studio.
There you go.
Let me go put you up.
Okay, see, you did it. Hey, you that woman. You that woman. It's all good. Uh-huh. How does a brother have 100? See, I told you. Now we can't see you. I'm joking. Who ordered that shit? I didn't order that shit. Don't be sending that shit to me. It's all good. Did you know that Best Buy? Oh, you're not even over there. I don't know who I was talking to. Who was I talking to? Nobody. Well, nobody was here today. She hung up when I asked her name. Inspired by Jamie. That's because they know Jamie. They know what Jamie like. Oh, you little devils.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone, Jamie Morris. My girl on the other side. I almost said my man. Yes, you almost caught me, but I caught myself. I did. Rihanna's on the other side. I don't know if you know this, but Big Sweet left. He's getting ready for his concert. He's gonna be playing that funky music. You know what I'm saying?
He's ready to go.
I know dude, he was psyched. He was psyched. I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. No, somebody dropped something. I'm not lying. He probably saw somebody drop something and he had to see. So when I say TV analysts, or who's your favorite TV analyst nowadays? I mean, do you know the name Keith Jackson when I say that to you?
No.
If I said college football, does that bring up a memory?
No.
No, it shouldn't. You should know Keith Jackson. Keith Jackson has passed on, but he was the voice of college football for years and years, all the way until the 90s, I'm going to say. He was the one that broadcasted with what's his name? Greasy. Bob Greasy, him and Bob Greasy, and this has a thing to it. Him and Bob Greasy did the Rose Bowl the year that in 1997, Michigan won the national championship.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, online here it says you studied for a long time, 50 years calling the actions.
Yeah, Keith Jackson. He was incredible. He was really the voice of college football. I mean, for years, he was. You heard me say, how do I say sophomore? Sophomore. That's what he used to say. He's a sophomore.
That's how my dad says it. That's funny.
And he called the offensive linemen the big uglies. That's what they were known for. They were the big uglies. It was incredible. That's what
you couldn't say that now.
Now you can't say that. No, you can't say that now. But you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how he was. Keith Jackson was the greatest voice in college football. Ask anybody. Now, when I ask, who do you think and I got to give you the names of the people, but who are the names of college football now? Because we got so many of them because they're on all kinds of channels now. It used to be just ABC, ESPN, then it moved over to CBS, and then it moved to NBC. I mean, Mike Tirico does Notre Dame football, or he used to, and then somebody else is doing it too now. So, I mean, Who are the voices of college football?
Chris Fowler.
Chris Fowler. There you go. I like Chris Fowler. He's a good guy. He used to, back when I was there, he used to do game day, and he did play-by-play football. He used to love doing that. He was good.
And then what about Kirk? What's
Kurt Herbstreit.
Yeah.
He's your guy. He's the side guy. He doesn't call games. He's just there. No, he does. He breaks it down for you. He tells you what you should be seeing and different things like that. I get it. But he's not a play-by-play guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Probably Chris Fowler.
Yeah, Chris Fowler. How about Gus Johnson from Fox now? Because we hear a lot of Gus Johnson now because we are shown by Fox. The Big Noon Kickoff is shown by Fox. So Michigan was on a lot of Fox over these past couple of years. So you hear Gus Johnson. And then over on CBS, you got some people too. But Chris Fowler, that's a good one. That was a good one you put out there. She said Chris Fowler. You remember Brett Musburger? Brett Musburger's 85 now. Can you believe that? Say, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I'm looking at you,
You
Jamie,
don't
and I'm
know
like,
Brett Musburger, really? God,
No.
I'm old, dude. And
I'm
Brett's
22,
old.
Jamie. I'm
I got
trying.
it. I got it. You know, you are the same age as my daughter, so I get it. Oh my God.
I'm trying to hang, okay?
No, you're doing a good job. How about Vern Lundquist?
Okay, yeah, I recognize that name.
Remember that voice? I'm gonna say he's a golf analyst as well as a college football, but he did all kinds of things. He's known for a golf shot for Tiger Woods. My goodness, that shot! He went crazy, man. I'm like, wow.
You doing the accents with it really pull it together.
I'm just saying. I just remember him saying it, and it just came to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but I know that everybody's got a favorite play-by-play guy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're born with your play-by-play guy, really. I mean, you're
relying on him. Yeah.
Yeah, you rely on that guy. I mean, if I said what's his name? Al Michaels. Everybody knows who Al Michaels. Now you know Al Michaels, right? I know you know Al Michaels.
You don't have to be that disappointed at me.
I wasn't disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I hate Sean McDonough.
Really?
Yes, I just don't like him. He's that guy. Do you remember? And you don't remember this, but there was a play against Michigan State. It's Jim Harbaugh's first time going against Michigan State. And damn it, all we got to do is punt the ball and we win, right? Freaking Michigan State gets in, blocks the punt, and he calls that game. I mean, pull it up. You can pull it up and say that game, the punt blocked by Michigan State. And it was his voice. Oh my God. It just went through me. It went through me. His call was
I do remember that.
It was the worst. And then all the kids' faces, they became memes.
Yes.
Remember that? They became memes. The one kid holding his head.
I do remember
still
that.
Around.
I do remember that.
I'll never forget that. It's just I'm sorry.
He's on shirts. I hope he's getting his coin.
I hope he's getting coin too. I'd sue the hell out of whoever got my pictures.
I hope he's getting that coin.
Jim Nantz. You know the voice, Jim Nantz.
Yes, I do.
He used to do college basketball for CBS and call the games. Now he does NFL. But he's done all kinds of things. He loves Super Bowls. He does that. Brad Nessler. You know Brad Nessler. Everybody knows Brad. You're going to say, I don't know Brad Nessler. Get away from me.
Well, I'm looking right now. Chase Daniel joins ESPN as college football analyst.
Chase Daniels, really?
Yeah, that was posted 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. There you go. There's one. We may like him. We may not like him. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Right.
Why not? I like a new voice.
But here's the thing. Is he the play-by-play guy or is he the analyst?
The analyst.
Okay, he's analyzing the game. Wasn't Chase Daniels a quarterback? Yeah. Yeah, so he'll call the game. That makes sense. I got you. I mean, Jim Nantz that is the voice of sports. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He calls Masters, he calls basketball games, he calls football games. He works with Tony Romo. I think he hates Tony Romo. I think Tony.
Based on his body language, or
it's just his body language because he's like, I know, shut up. It's on a site, Jim. I'm just saying. Oh my God. And I saw Brett Musburger at the Hall of Fame game.
Oh, okay.
And he can still get it.
Really?
He can still get it. He used to come on and he would tell you, you are watching live here. And he'd tell you where he was. And it was the way he came, the way they brought it in. And it tells you exactly you are watching live. And he did it. He did it in Canton, Ohio. Somebody got to give that guy a job still.
We're bringing him here.
He just comes in. You are watching live. I went, wow. I remember him from CBS Sports, and he used to do NFL Live. That's the song. That was the song. You don't have to dance to it, but I'm just saying that was the song. Brett Musburger. Who else was Sean? I don't like him. Al, we got Al. Vern Lindquist. We did him. Jim Lampley. You don't remember Jim. You haven't seen Jim in a long time, unless you watch boxing on HBO.
No, I don't watch.
He does boxing now. He used to do all the sports too, but Jim he loves boxing. He likes the boxing. You got I guess this guy's he's a NASCAR guy, Mike Joy, and I
do enjoy NASCAR.
You like NASCAR?
Yeah.
You know, okay. I told you Gus Johnson, Kevin Harlan. You got Kevin Harlan. He does basketball, a lot of basketball with TNT, but he does do NCAA games. He does a lot of NCAA tournaments and everything like that. So, you know, it's just that's Kevin Harlan. Chris Fowler, we talked about. Dick Enberg. You've heard of Dick Enberg?
No. Dick
Enberg, he's an old time. He was on NBC. He used to come bring it live. He used to broadcast the Rose Bowl all the time. Trust me, before you were born. Don't worry. Now I know your age because you're the same age as Kendall. So I'm like, okay. I
can put it in perspective.
Yes. Iron Eagle's new on the scene.
Oh.
Not really new. I mean, he's all over the place, but he does the Eagles. Iron Eagle is best NBA broadcaster working today, they say. You can hear him on Amazon Prime Video because he streams on there. He does a lot. He's CBS's #2 NFL play-by-play announcer. He works with Dan Fouts. Then he went with Charles Davis. You don't know who Charles Davis is, do you?
No, but you know what? I'm appreciating learning all of this. You're educating me.
I'm trying. I'm doing some things. Some guys.
A fountain of knowledge.
Mike Bream. You've heard of Mike Bream, right?
Yeah, NBA. This one keeps coming too. David Fleming.
Yeah, David Fleming. Yep. Joe Buck. You know Joe Buck. ABC.
Yep.
ESPN.
Yep.
Mike Bream, bang! When they hit the shot, bang! Marv Allard, stay away from Marv, he'll bite you.
Oh.
Ask Hadley why I told you that.
Oh no.
When he calls you, he'll tell you.
Yeah,
Hadley,
wait, I'm trying to make amends with Hadley today.
I know, that's why I said when Hadley calls, just
trying to make amends today.
He'll tell you Dick Stockton. He was a great voice. And he does come out sometimes. He comes out and calls games too. He's a good guy. Dick Stockton, he's back in my day. Yeah, I'm giving you all the guys in my day too. The greatest game, one of the greatest games in the NFL. It was in the playoffs. It was the Cowboys versus the 49ers in a playoff game. Joe Montana's first opportunity, and Joe Montana throws the ball, and his tight end catches the ball, and they one of the Cowboys say to Joe, you know, everybody want to see the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. You just made the Cowboys stay home. He goes, well, tell everybody that the 49ers will be in the Super Bowl.
I love that interview with Joe Montana of him talking about calling his wife on the sidelines because
Right.
he found the phone too. I think that's so cute. That's so sweet. Come on. I'd love to be
guess.
called from the sidelines.
Oh my God. You know, guys don't really call their wives or spouses on the side, or girlfriends,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call them. They don't call them from the sideline.
No,
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
I am
That
aware of
doesn't-
that.
I'm
I
just-
am that down to earth.
Okay, I'm just making sure you knew that.
Jamie's really, really questioning my.
I am not questioning. I just want to let you know
He's
because
informing.
yes, because you know, as my daughter's 22 too, and she'll go, why? She calls me on when I'm on the radio. Well, you have a phone. Exactly. So I have to reassure you that
Don't you fret, Jamie.
Right.
I'm not waiting for any phone calls from NFL players.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said. You're misconstruing. Misconstruing.
I know they're not calling anybody.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna say this. Kids nowadays, if they could, they would. You know that, and I know that.
They'd
I'm
be
just
they'd be
saying.
tweeting from the sidelines.
Exactly. If they could, they would. But it's taboo. The coaches tell you it's taboo.
Well, yeah.
I'm just
You shouldn't be on anything. You should be locked in.
really.
Yeah.
Kids are trying to get they're trying to get their, what do you call it? They're trying to get their likes up or whatever you call it, right?
Their views,
Yes,
likes.
the views, the likes. I mean, Antonio Brown was videoing what the coach was saying. Private thoughts that the coach wanted only the team to know. He's videotaping it. Live it. He's making it live. Or whatever you kids call it nowadays. He's broadcasting. That's what he's doing.
Them kids and their technology.
I'm just saying. Because he needed his views. He needed his views. That's what he needed, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, because here's the thing too. We're talking about media stuff. Your follower count goes up, and if you hit a certain follower count, you get paid more. So he's really, oh yeah, on certain apps, if you hit like on TikTok or something, people will try and get more because you can get more money, like you get paid. So getting those views gets people to follow you for anything,
So
you know?
even influencers, or you can just become an influencer if you got a lot
Yeah,
of-
so that's why people are doing it, because you
Okay.
gain followers and then you're making money sitting at home.
I know this family that lives on being influencers. They're all influencers. And they
Oh
like
my
share their influencers because they share the people because they pretty much just do the same thing, but hey, I like this, I like this, I like this. I'm like, wow. It's like a corporation they're doing. So
Yeah, but you have to share everything, and that's just I don't want to be doing
but
that.
you get sent free crap from all of these people. Everybody's sending you stuff. They're sending you food to eat, for Christ's sakes. Hey, make sure you eat this in front of the TV or in front of in your phone or whatever you're doing. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, think about all the sports, you know, there are sports influencers or
Oh,
something
God,
like
yeah,
and they're getting sent Nike and Under Armour and whatever else
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
Expensive stuff.
Agreed. I get
Oh,
it. I get it.
man.
Everybody gets the headphones, from the headphones to the glasses to this
Ooh,
to
like
that.
those slick Michigan headphones, those Beats.
Did you
That-
like those?
Yeah,
huh? Yeah,
I
those were
like
cool,
those.
right? Yeah.
Those were for Underwood's birthday, right?
Yeah, he gave them a present.
That's
Instead of him
sweet.
getting a present, he gave them a present. Everybody in that locker room got Beats by Dre.
I mean, everything that we've heard from the coaches and stuff, he just seems like a nice kid.
That's nice.
He seems like they just said like his head's on straight. I mean, look at what other, 17, 18-year-old is thinking about giving a gift for
now. He's 18
now.
Yeah, he's 18.
Giving a gift instead of receiving for his birthday. Like that's a stand-up thing to do.
I thought it was cool. No,
Yeah.
I'm not hating on him.
I think
I'm
that's
not hating on him.
sweet. And expensive.
Well, yeah.
Woo!
But Beats gave him those to give him
Yes.
to his teammates.
Yes,
too.
but that's still an expensive gift, Jamie, nonetheless.
I know, but they all walk around on campus and all the kids want them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All the kids and the parents, when they see the team.
And then their
Exactly.
orders go.
Exactly. It all works in tandem. I get it. They're all influencers too, correct?
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly. So they're helping out. They're helping out. Along.
So how do we get to do that?
I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. I will tell you that right now. We're gonna get
we're
that.
working on it.
Exactly. We're working on that.
Jamie's going to start live streaming on another platform.
Gotta get on that. Exactly.
to
Gotta
get
get in on that, man.
We have to find something else to add.
That's exactly right. I'm telling you, man.
But we don't have to worry about shoes anymore because Big Sweet said he's got us. So
I'm
we'll
with
get
Big
other
C on
gear.
that. Yeah, we're gonna get some gear.
We're
We might
gonna
as well get some gear. Right? Hey, why not? I would get it. I'm just telling you, I'd get it.
heck yeah.
So I guess the question of the day:
yeah.
Who's your play-by-play guy? Who is your play-by-play guy?
Who's yours, Jamie?
I gave you so many, but
I know.
I'm gonna have to go with the guy, Gus Johnson, because he's from Detroit. What up, Doe?
Represent.
I'm representing. Wait a minute. Let me get my buffs. I got buffs in my bag. What up, Doe? So I do this every year. So Hadley, don't call in and I don't want to hear about the guys that have moved on and everything like that. Who is your guy? Who do you listen to? If you're watching golf, if you're watching basketball, if you're watching hockey, if you're watching soccer, I only like the Mexican guy because go! I love that.
I like Chris Fowler.
You like Chris Fowler?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's all right.
He's gonna be my answer for today.
See, Chris Fowler was so young back in the day, man. I was young in the day too, but and now, I mean, now you're like, wow, Chris Fowler got old. Which tells me I got old too.
I was gonna say, let's circle back here, Jamie. What are you saying?
I'm saying, good God, we've been around for a minute. Who else? Who else do I like? Gus Johnson's good. I called out a lot of them already. In basketball, in pros, I like Joe Buck. I'll say I like Joe Buck.
I like Joe Buck.
I mean, there's going to be new guys for basketball because you got Prime coming in, you got NBC coming back. So you got a lot of basketball coming back. So you'll see that. I do like Ian Eagle. I like him when he calls games and different things like that. Kevin Harlan. I like Kevin Harlan.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some comments in the chat too. Brad Nessler.
Brad Nessler's a good one.
Devin Gardner, up and coming.
Oh my God, Devin Gardner is the bomb.
Chris Berman.
Berman. Yeah, Chris Berman. He's old school like me.
Yeah, we got some good comments.
We did.
Someone said Joe Buck too, obviously.
Well, obviously, come on.
Durr.
You are right, Tim. You are right. It was Keith Jackson who coined the phrase "the big house." Because when you say the big house back in my day, I'm gonna say this: back in my day, You were talking jail, prison. You know what I'm saying? No, that's the truth, though. I'm not lying.
I know you're not lying, but it just
it's the truth. It was, when you say you go into the big house, that means you going to jail for a long time.
You're done.
Exactly. But now hey, Jalen Rose. There you go. Someone said Jalen Rose.
Mhm.
Jalen does a great job. Especially, he does a lot of Michigan games, and he keeps it real. But he breaks it down really, really good. But then that Michigan comes out of him when Michigan wins. I'm gonna let you know it comes right out of him. That's good. Anyway, we're gonna go to a break, and when we come back, your best play-by-play guy or your best analyst. You can give me your cuddle analyst because it's gonna be an athlete anyway. I'll just tell you the guy can't talk. Anyway, you're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. Oh, that's right. I can't hear. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Mustafa! Joe Clack! I like some Joe Clack. I hate Joe Clack. Joe Clack's a punk. I don't watch NASCAR, so Mike Joy, I don't know who the hell he is. He's at okay, what's he doing? Joy has been the voice of Fox NASCAR television coverage for multiple generations. Wow. He's been around for a minute. God, Al's been around for the last quarter century. That's pretty bad when they introduce you as the last quarter century. Look at all the people calling you, girl. Look at everybody calling you. Damn, how you gonna answer that phone? Say, hold on. Hold on. Are you talking to Mustafa? Or is Mustafa calling you? Interesting. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I could see that. They like that. They like that. They like that question. Timmy is calling you back. Who did? Tim did? Okay, I got you. He called you sweetie. Hey, sweetie. Well, you did tell your age to everybody. I'm 22. No, dear. No, you look younger. I got you down. I got you down for 20, but you said the 2. I went, "Oh, that's Kendall's age. Wow, you can hang out with Kendall." No, you're not hanging out with that not with that hoe. Nope. All right, so we got Mustafa first, Hadley second, and then Rodney, and then Timothy, right? Okay, Rodney second. I got you. Girlfriend. Okay, if you say so. Woo-wee! Hadley's gonna be feeling it. Oh, Jamie, I got a lot going on, Jamie. I feel it, Jamie. I feel it. I know you do, bro. I know you do. If we can't beat Mexico, I don't know who we gonna beat then.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Rihanna on the other side of glass and taking your phone call, 734-998-1050, 734-998-1050. Let's go to Mustafa.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you, man?
Great, wonderful, man. Jamie, I'm ready, man. I am ready, man.
You ready to go, Bill? You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay. Remember, it's like every year in the Idlewild Tribe countdown to Michigan football. The last 2 days are my days. I don't miss that.
Okay.
Even if I miss it, I go to the podcast. I get it.
Yeah.
So I know day one is Anthony Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Bobby Hoover made that call.
Mm-hmm.
Now, day number 2, though, which I really like, this is a guy that I love, but I wasn't here when they were calling Michigan games.
Mm-hmm.
Who is day number 2? The guy who called the Charlie Woodson touchdown against Ohio State.
That was what's his name? Jeez. He ran the punt return back, right? I think that's Frank.
Yes. Yeah, Frank Beckman, right?
Frank Beckman, yeah. It's Beckman.
Right?
It's Beckman, yeah.
So these are the guys where, I love them. I won't even hear when they call Michigan games.
I can tell you when I was there, when Woodson ran that back, I was sitting on the photo deck before we had the suites in and everything, Mustafa. I was sitting up there with Doug Karsh, and Dennis. And I said, he's going to run it back. And we went crazy. We were going crazy. It was crazy.
No, Jamie, man. I mean, these are the calls these are iconic calls that even though that's one action for each one of them, the Anthony Carter and the Woodson, I mean, it just gives me goosebumps, man. I wish I were here. But now, if I go on our tour, nowadays, I mean, that's an obvious call. My guy is Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
You know, he is local, and he does a lot of extracurricular, especially that Ohio State game. He always, you know, come up with something that you will not forget. So, man, these are my guys, man. I mean, just local.
Hey, if you want to do yourself a favor, Google the any big Notre Dame Michigan game from the 70s and the 80s. You will get Keith Jackson and listen to that man talk. I'm just
I heard about him a lot.
That man,
I heard about him a lot.
He knew the lexicon of what to say and how to say it. And the way he talked about each play, it was incredible. I couldn't wait, Mustafa. Could not wait for that man to say my name. And let me say this. It was Notre Dame my sophomore year. And it was my mother who told me what he said about me. It was the greatest thing. It was like, and he is the brother of Joe who plays for the Giants. And I'm like, well, why you gotta mention Joe? But it was just funny, man. It was just great having the guy say your name and your mother being able to tell you what he said, because I didn't get a chance to see it or anything, but she told me about it when I got home, and I called her after every game just to make sure she knew I was safe.
Oh, man. And Jeremy, in watching Michigan podcast, when you made the Ohio State defender look like a fool and you scored a touchdown, I mean, you kind of jerk a little bit, man. He fell down to his knees, man. Is that the guy who made that call? That's him?
No, that's Brett Musburger. That was Brett Musburger. That was Brett Musburger. That's the guy who called the game. Because CBS, they took over, because I guess at the time, that's when the conferences took over TV rights, and they sold it to CBS. And Brett Musburger and Ara Parseghian, who was the former Notre Dame coach, they call the games in the Big Ten.
They call that game.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that call will live on for the rest of time too. Yeah. It's man, my God. Anyway, now Jamie, are you ready? Are you ready for the Big Ten Boss Tour? I'm not anymore.
I haven't watched it, Mustafa, but I'm recording it. And I'm going to watch it this weekend. I promise you. And I'll come back next week and talk about it then. But
yeah, because I'm waiting. I'm just going to watch one.
You're going to watch the Michigan one, right?
That's the one I'm going to. But like I say, what I was saying, though, I watched Ohio State, Nebraska, and a couple other teams. And I'm like, is every team in the Big Ten going to be just good?
No, they just picked good. They picked the goodness out of them, what they got out of it. I mean, if you listen to the commentators, they'll tell you what where their weakness is. I mean, especially depends on who's there, though. It depends on who's there. You know what I'm saying? Jerry DiNardo, he's good at the offensive line. He knows how to break down the offensive line.
And him, the last couple of years, though, he kind of joined the bandwagon. But I remember, though, the last time I heard something that happened to happen, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry DiNardo, I remember him in 2020 saying, though after watching Michigan practice that day, he said, those days that Ohio State used to abuse Michigan and beat them up, those days are over with. And I'm like, man, he might be onto something. He said, no, Michigan, they look so good, so NFL ready. Like, players just look the part.
Right.
He said, man, we may be back to those Bo Schembechler days where the 10-year war, Ohio State may win some, but Michigan going to win some too. And that happened to be right and he was right the last 4 or 5 years. But other than that, every time I watch, man, they just talk good, glowingly about every team. I'm like, is there a bad team in this conference anymore? They all look good.
They got
They all have
to.
like 305.
It's company. It's called company talk, bro. Bro, you know they
That's
represent the Big Ten, so they got to talk good about the Big Ten. Any Big Ten school, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that show don't make sense to me anymore. But anyway, Michigan, I think Michigan is today, right? The 21st, I guess, or tomorrow.
Yep.
So I can't wait. I'm ready to go. And next week gonna be the week, brother.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, you saying it. I mean, hey, Fantastic Football Fridays next week, bro. Can you believe that? We're coming up on it.
I'm taking a day off that day. I'm not gonna miss a minute of it. I'm gonna listen to you guys throughout the day. I take a day off.
I'm just saying, we're gonna be yelling and screaming, going crazy.
But what do you know, Jamie? What do you know now? Can you tell us something? You know something. You see practices.
It's
what do you know?
It's coming, bro. I promise you, it's
when?
coming. I will let you know next week. Game week. We're in game week, okay? Game week.
All right, bro.
Okay? Game week.
All right, man. Today was moving day for my daughter, though. She's I'll make sure I go by her dorm every day. Make sure she's not fooling around over there.
You're so crazy.
I'll be doing that.
I'm gonna say this.
But I'll make sure I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna say this: if Sharon Moore tells the players they can bring one guest, okay? If I can bring one guest with me, and he says, "Dear former players, you can bring one guest. You are my guest, okay?" I'm taking you, bro. We going in. We going in. We going in.
No.
Fort Schembechler.
Jamie, my love for Michigan football doesn't extend it beyond those limits. I'm not doing that.
Why?
You there to study? No. We don't do that, man. All that party going on around campus, man. We don't do that. We don't do that stuff. No, that's a no, man.
I'm not partying. I said if we can go in to Fort Schembechler and watch a practice, I'm bringing you.
I gotta think about it. I mean,
you think about it. Let me know, or I got to give it to somebody else. Okay.
All right, sir. All right, man. I'll let you know. I'm a proud parent today, man. I just dropped my daughter off at the University of Michigan.
Congratulations.
Man.
I know. Hey, she'll do well. Don't worry. You raised her right, bro. You raised her right.
Yes,
Trust
sir.
me.
Yes, sir.
Trust me.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, man.
All right.
Go blue.
Go blue. Thanks, Mustafa. 734-998-1050. We're going to Rodney.
Hey, what's going on, Jay? Well, how's your Thursday going?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not too bad.
You know you got to hang up
a bunch of turkeys walk around my yard, so.
There you go. You got it.
Just wandering through. They're just having a good time. So my announcer for football has to be your call open as you come in. It has to be Brent Musburger.
When he says you are watching live, right?
Yeah, he breaks you down as 170 pounds and this and that. He's a load. That guy had a way to call it a game, man. As far as football, well, my two favorite guys are hockey related, though: Bob Cole and Harry Neal.
Okay.
And Miz, if Miz is listening, he'll know exactly.
Miz knows who they are.
They cover the Toronto Maple Leafs on Hockey Night in Canada. Those guys are my guys. Okay, here's another question for you. Why can't we, now that we have super conferences, why are we still called the Big Ten?
They want to keep the history. They want to keep the history of the Big Ten. I
understand that, but it doesn't quite resonate with what really is going on. And the Big 12 is not the Big 8 anymore. Why don't they just call it the Big 8
The Big
again?
12 is called the Big. I mean, they didn't want to look. They're not trying to keep their history. They're ready to expand. Big 12 is the Big 12.
Okay, so the Big 12. What about the Pac-10, which is the Pac-2?
There is no Pac-10, and I don't believe that anymore. And if they do, they're equivalent to the MAC, okay? Just remember that.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you. Okay, here's a weird question for you. Okay, you're an elite athlete. You played professional football.
Not anymore, but
well, yeah, but you did.
Okay.
what odd things did you do in getting preparation to go to training camp? I'm sure you did some things that were completely out of the box.
Oh my God, really? I used to tear a hill up that was at my high school. I would put my cleats on and we get 20 hills in. And then we just tear that hill up. We would tear that hill up, me and my friends. And I started doing that my freshman year in high school, and I kept doing it until I got into the pros.
So you ran the hills like Walter did.
Yeah. Because he ran the hills.
I ran the hills too a lot, many times. Well, what I used to do is my dad had this, when he was a cross-country coach, he used to hook this bar up to the back of his vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And we would run behind the bar.
You would hold on? Would you hold on to the bar?
Yeah, you had your legs were turning like a hamster.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, it's crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, how far did you do that?
Like a mile or two at best.
Did anybody get dragged a couple times?
If you let go, you're probably on your. If you let go, you're face planting into the tailgate of some sort. So letting go was not an option.
No, don't let go.
And put it this way, there's any former runners that are listening to this station that are from my dad, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about because we used to do that at practice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know if that'd fly in today's society.
No, that's not flying. That's abuse. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Tell your dad I love him. And hey, Dad, you abused us. I
could run a 4.5. I could run a 4.5 thanks to him.
Nice. There you go. I mean, but it helped you. It made. I ran in my dad's combat boots. I used to wear those combat boots, lace them all up. He was in the military, so I would wear his boots, and they were heavy, and used to run in them.
Yeah.
And put two pair of socks in them. I used to wear 2 pair of socks just to make sure I could fit in them, and I just run in them big boots, boy. Cause it didn't. And he would say, "Do you think that make you better?" I'm like, "It makes me." The guy in front of me thinks he does. It does.
Yeah, it's like putting a giant pair of ankle weights on you and going to run.
Exactly. High knee, baby. High knee.
Exactly. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, running hills it's part of a necessity as far as training. If you really want to be
running
really
hills in 90-degree weather, it's crazy, but it is the greatest. And you do it with teammates, or you do it with guys you grew up with. They understand. You get through the muck. That's the muck. That's what I'm talking about. Bringing people together. That's what brought my high school together. Running together. That's how we did it. That's track. That was running hills for track. That was running hills for football. That was running hills for basketball. That's running hills for everything.
Exactly. That is like I have a ski hill right behind my house, and I make the kids climb it.
Wow.
The fastest person up it.
What do they get?
Gets an ice cream.
There you go.
They get an ice cream.
They get something. As long as they're getting an award, they'll do it. Kids will do anything for ice cream, money. Hey, my grandfather used to say you get this quarter if you get over here quick enough.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'd put the 3 kids out there, my stepkid, my oldest kid, and my daughter, who's youngest one. I go, first one to the top gets an ice cream. And my daughter was like Spider-Man.
There you go. You inspired your daughter.
Could get up and she would run that. She could get up that thing faster than any one of them. And then she's like, Dad, she come down like, Dad, I get my ice cream.
That's cool. That's cool.
So I'll let you get to a few. Philly, I'm sure is checking. I'm sure he's got some.
You got Philly. You got Hadley. You got we got Timmy. Hadley is next.
What time's the Notre Dame game on Saturday coming up?
I'm gonna go with noon, but I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious if I'm going to have 3 super games all on Saturday coming up. Because I know the Clemson game's at 7 something.
Of course, you
And I
know
know
the
the-
Clemson games at what time the Clemson game is. Of course, you know that.
Oh, I've already told work I'm not coming in.
7:30 p.m. Sunday,
7:30.
August 31st.
7:30. There you go.
Notre Dame plays what day?
Oh, wait, no, I lied. I looked up enough. Hold on. Notre Dame college ball. I'm like trying to multitask over here,
Okay.
Jamie.
I'm just laughing because you're doing it. You're doing it. Don't worry.
I'm going on. I can't get a time for this. Hold on.
Maybe they haven't set a time yet.
I'm not getting a time. Hold on.
Are Notre Dame's home?
I believe they are.
Okay,
So
their
it's
first regular season game.
maybe a night game.
If they're probably on 8
Notre Dame's college
o'clock on
football game time for
NBC.
their first regular season game is not specified.
Okay. Well, we'll find
I
out.
got it.
As soon as we know, we'll let
Hopefully,
you know.
hopefully it's a 3:30 game. That'd be perfect. That way I can segue the Suckeyes into them and then transfer over to the Clemson game. I hope they come out in their purple unis so they can show who really owns Death Valley.
Wow. Wow. That's fighting words.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of fighting words over here for that team. I don't like Brian Kelly.
Wow. I don't think I have yet to meet people who like Brian Kelly. He's not a big fan.
He must not be a very good person overall.
Eh.
Yeah, I got all the food. I already got the food system already set up. We're having smoked chicken wings, smoked ribs, the whole 9 yards. We're gonna get it all down.
You smoke them if you got them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
There you go.
All right, Jamie, I'll let you get to the rest of
All
the
right,
show.
Rodney. Talk to you later.
Always. Later.
Bye. 734-998-1050. Hadley.
Hello, am I on?
You're
Am I here?
on. Nobody's hanging up on you. Not yet.
Not yet. I thought I hung up on myself yesterday because I hit a button
Shoot,
on my
Jamie, you
phone. I
ratted
thought,
me out then.
I didn't rat you out. That's funny. You thought you hit a button, Hadley?
yeah, on my phone, and I thought, oh, that's nice. Well, Jamie, we bring up this subject about every 6 weeks, it seems. about
Not every
about
6
this
weeks.
announcement.
I was doing college football, but everybody else were texting me saying, "Can we do any sport?" I
Yeah.
said, "Sure. Why not? If you want to do any sport, go ahead. Sure.
Oh,
Why
and
not?"
if Rodney's listening, it's Notre Dame is 7:30 on the 31st against Miami.
Okay. Well, Hadley's got the Golden Domers on him.
He's ready. He should be ready to go. Of course, he said Clemson was played at the same time.
I guess. Yes. No. Are they at 7:30? Yeah, they're at nighttime too.
I thought he said 7, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Say that, girl.
you know, when talking about all these announcers and stuff, when Keith Jackson, the year he retired was 1999,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember watching the game he did with Greasy, and it was the Penn State game. And Greasy asked him during the game, and this is when, remember, Bo gave him a nice little talking in the booth and everything before the game,
Mm-hmm.
and he talked to him and stuff. They gave him a bunch of presents and stuff like that, you know, stuff. But
That was his last game at Michigan Stadium.
yeah.
Okay.
And so
Go ahead.
Brian asked, and so Greasy asked him. He says, "I think you've done more games at Michigan Stadium than any other stadium in the country." And he said, "Yeah, he did. He's done more games at Michigan Stadium than any other stadium in the country all those years."
Well, that's nice. That's good to know.
It is. Well, that's how he coined the big house and everything. But as far as announcers go now, let's move to the NBA. I don't care, and I wouldn't know anybody. The only one I remember is Marv Albert.
Marv Albert, but you got
Yeah.
it.
He's the only one I remember. Hey, did I hear that Dick Vitale is supposed to come back and do basketball again?
That's the plan. I think ABC, ESPN said that's the plan.
So he's never done NBA games, has he? It's always been college.
I've never seen him do an NBA game. Not around me, but yeah.
Right. Well, and we all watch the games during the basketball season and stuff. And I know CBS does them, Fox does them. I think I don't know if ESPN is doing any Big Ten games or not as far as basketball goes. But as far as those announcers go, it very. I remember Jim Nantz. It's about the only one I remember for basketball. I mean, there's others I know, but do you remember any other announcers that do the Big Ten games?
Not really. I mean,
yeah.
When the Big Ten Network came on, it was like 3 or 4 of them, right?
Yeah. There were like a whole bunch of them.
Did you see the breaking news? It happened 30 minutes ago. SEC is moving to a 9-game conference football schedule in 2026. So it just got announced. So just in case, Hadley, I wanted to do breaking news with you, bruh.
I appreciate that. Oh, Philly E is going to go ecstatic.
Philly E is going to go crazy on this radio.
You thought he went nuts yesterday. Wait till you hear him after the break.
He was yikes, wasn't he? He was yikes yesterday.
He was. When he called me on Saturday and stuff like that, he went an hour on this thing nonstop.
Yeah,
I got into.
We were getting phone calls about Philly E. What's wrong with this guy?
Well, he has been through a lot with his uncle and everything like that, so it kind of.
I know, but I mean, it was funny. I just wanted to laugh. That's all.
It was funny.
Hey, did you know that the Live Golf is in Michigan this week?
That's what I heard.
At the Cardinal.
And did you hear the what's his name? He does golf for he does the golf show on your station. What's his name?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
He's done golf for many, many, many years. Well, anyway, he did an interview with one of the guys from Live, and Live heard about it, and they didn't like it because he asked him some questions he probably shouldn't have. So they revoked his credentials.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
That is funny. It is funny. And, they asked him to pull his podcast of the interview, and he says, hell no, I'm not doing that. He says, all right, we're taking your credentials. See ya.
Wow. Remember Sister Jean? Sister Jean just turned 106 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know Sister Jean was still alive. That's crazy.
I didn't even know she was close to that old and stuff. All right, Jamie, who did the analyst with Enberg?
Oh, what you call it? Marilyn Olsen.
You're getting it.
Marilyn.
You're close. You're close. Merlin.
Yeah, it's Merlin.
Now I already know this. Is Merlin alive or is he passed?
I think he passed.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Has. And he wasn't very old either. He was like in his late 60s, I think. Enberg was, or was it Enberg that died early? Enberg was in 2016.
Yeah, he was 2016.
Also, you mentioned Dick Stockton.
Right.
He's retired.
Dick Stockton comes out of retirement every now and then. Don't let Dick Stockton say he's retired because he comes out every now and then. Just letting you know.
What?
He does some TV. Just like they should let Brett Musburger come out of summer. He's 85 and he's still with the voice. If you saw that Hall of Fame game, hey, he was booming. He was booming. Really? Yes. Go back and watch that.
He was doing radio he was doing the play-by-play for radio for the Raiders.
Hadley, I gotta go. I gotta pay some bills, buddy. I'm sorry.
I gotcha. All right.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Yep. Bye. Timmy, hold on, baby. I got you. And Philly E, I got you on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. That's how you get rid of Philly. Oh, I still got coffee. The black man. Oh my God. Who am I? Why are you following that girl? I'm not following that girl.
The team's culture and identity. Wide receiver Samaj Morgan has witnessed a fierceness across the board.
It's been real competitive, and as a team, I feel like we've been playing real fast, offense and defense. You know, just give you a great feeling going into the season, being able to see the competitive nature of your team, and just like your coaches too.
Samaj says the receiver room is the deepest.
Oh, somebody's calling. Jason's calling.
The Detroit native has developed steadily and is ready for an expanded role.
In my freshman year, it was just, getting acclimated to everything, learning the playbook, learning just how things go in college. Then last year, it was kind of like a mental year for me. I didn't have the best year, on the field, but, I just had to be able to stay mentally level, like emotionally level.
Just listen to Morgan and how he carries himself. When discussing his growth, the young speedster referred to his spiritual side.
God taught me many lessons on the way, like just wait your turn, like
Backyard. Why do I know that guy?
I had to realize, like, now might not have been my.
Oh, there we go. Backyard Jason. I got you. All right. Hey, I give people names. I'll tell you that. I'm known for that shit. Jason from the backyard. Bunt cake. They got a Snickers bunt cake. I'm going to get one. I'm going to go. It's at Bunt Cake. Nothing but bunt cakes. You never heard of that? Oh my God. It's on Washtenaw. I'm just saying it's over there off right before you get on 23. It's on Washtenaw. It's right there in that strip mall across the street from Arborland. It's across the street from Arborland. You know where Arborland is? It's right across the street. You'll drive past it. Oga's, you know where Oga's is? Oga's is in that plaza too. So I know where that is. I'm sorry. I just gotcha.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris. My girl Rihanna on the other side, doing well. If you call in, make sure you tell her, hey, First time caller. First time caller to you, Rihanna. How you doing? How you doing? 734-998-1050. 734-998-1050. Philly E, what's up, man?
Oh, I didn't think I was on. What's up, man?
What's wrong? Did you think Rihanna was gonna mess up? No, she didn't.
No. I didn't think I was next. I thought it was somebody else. But it's all good.
She stays in order. She keeps me you stay in order. I would usually put you at last, but she put you in order.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey, man, it's all good. Your announcers, listen, man. These national guys, they're not legends. Nobody.
No, they're not legends yet.
No, they're not. You know what it is? I think the guys that you talked about from yesteryear, TV was still growing. ESPN was still growing. And there was a point where it was still event. There was still like, yeah, this is an event. We are so oversaturated now with sports. Nothing seems to be an event.
So you're saying
anymore.
there could never be another voice?
Yeah, so I'll give you three guys. I'll give you Gus, I'll give you Nessler, and I'll give you Harlan. So those are three that I like. But like, it's not going to make or break my day if these guys do my game. It just won't. You know what I mean? It's not. I can remember in the '80s, the USA Today on Fridays would put out pregame. They would have like these little capsules for your game, and it would tell you like, I don't know, it would say Vikings at Raiders, right?
And who would call it and everything that.
And who would be calling the game. And I guess if the Vikings were on the road in their conference game, CBS would pick up the game. So it was always the away network would pick up the game if there was an interconference matchup. And, you know, so I guess in that, hey, it could be Madden and Summerall, you know what I mean? Yeah. Days, they're long gone. But I think Gus, Nessler, and Harlan, Kevin Harlan, they're three that I like. I know who I don't want doing my game.
Who don't you want doing your game?
Mr. Trouble with the Snap. Oh, hell no. We had Michigan State. And by the way, if you're going to tell that girl, you better tell her that they didn't block a punt. Our punter dropped the ball. He threw it to a guy, and he had an escort to the end zone.
It got blocked, Philly.
It was the only time in the history of sports.
It got blocked, and you know it.
The dude picked it up, and he threw it. He threw it right to the guy. It's the only time in history where somebody won a game without actually having to make a play. Oh, no. Second time. I'd
It's
say
the second time, Rihanna. Not the first time, but the second time.
I'm writing all of this down.
Meadowlands, that was, Herman the German. I mean, it was a room service bounce. And he ran in the end zone.
So stop it.
So that was the second time. But between the Shardies, TCU, and I'm a Yankees fan, but you know, Mitch Williams giving up that home run to Joe Carter to end the 93 season. He called that.
He did call that.
I have memories of this guy. So no, I do not need him doing my game. By the way, I gotta tip my cap. Shout out the guys this morning, Seth and the old man. The whole thing about the whole nonsense with the sanctions and all. They did a great job, and obviously he's a hell of a lot more eloquent than I'll ever be. So I'm just saying, but you can kind of hear what the whole thing's a joke. It's so agenda driven. And yet the American people were completely fooled by this, and they still are.
No, not the American people. The people who live in Columbus and the people who live in East Lansing. Do not say America. They don't care. America does not care about this bull crap.
I got an argument this winter with one of my friend's sons, some pissant 30-year-old, and he really. And I didn't feel like arguing because, and of course my friend said, "No, he's kicking your ass." And I said, "No, he's not. I don't have the energy to argue." I said, "I lived this thing for the most part, every minute to minute for a whole year. He doesn't even have the information. Trust me when I tell you. Anyway, they did such a great job today. However, after my meltdown on Saturday, yes, the meltdown was on Saturday when I had Hadley on the phone.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear you were quite
I was walking around the track screaming at the top of my lungs because I just can't imagine.
You're like
that
me.
All this.
I walk like that, and I just cuss everybody out.
All this is because of some low-level staffer sent his mother and his friends to a public event.
All I'm going to say is they didn't have to wear Michigan gear, bro.
Didn't matter. You're at a public event. I don't care if they went stark naked. Who cares?
They wore Michigan shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
To me, it does. Anyway.
I didn't mean to cuss. I apologize to you. But we're live.
Yeah.
But we're still on the radio. I get it.
How about this freaking guy now? So now all of a sudden now Jim Harbaugh, who has an impeccable reputation at the NFL level, to the point where the freaking NFL media couldn't wait for this guy's return. They've been pushing for it for years. He's finally there. Yet this scumbag goes on there and thinks that Jim Harbaugh needs to be punished at the NFL level. Really? This coming from Dr. Urban Liar.
Exactly.
OBGYN, who tries to.
They should suspend Jim Harbaugh after they get Urban. Him and his hand, whatever it was doing in the bar with the whatever it was doing. I can't say because Anna is doing my show today, but whatever he was doing with his hand.
You didn't know he doubled as an OBGYN. He was trying to give a pelvic exam right.
Whatever he was trying to do, I'm just saying he should be. And wait a minute. And remember, his grandkids were at home with his wife. She was babysitting the grandkids. So keep that in mind. Instead, Grandpa is checking the oil. That's all I'm saying.
Freaking dude. He's dirtier than Oscar.
Exactly. So
kidding me?
So he needs to just shut up. I'm done with him. He needs to shut up. My God.
Yeah, well, the best thing I remember is when he was telling kids to not go to Florida because there was a lot of bad kids in their program, and Will.
Half of them were his kids.
He recruited half of them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Half of them was his kids.
And Will Muschamp absolutely lost his mind. I'll never forget that.
I got to go to Timmy because I got another one after him.
You got it, Hall.
Thanks,
Marga Blue.
What's up, Timmy? How you doing?
Jimmy, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you, man?
Go Blue. Long time no talk.
Nine
Mercury heydays till Michigan football, right?
That is correct. Michael Taylor.
You remember his first game when he caught that touchdown, right?
Come on, man. When he saved the day. He saved Lloyd Carr's.
He saved
Lloyd Carr's game.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember running around my house looking like a fool, and it was wonderful. But my favorite broadcasters, I'm going to just go current. I got two for you.
Go ahead.
Current, Mike Tirico.
Okay.
He's been very consistent throughout his career and how he's handled it, right?
He's a Syracuse and he lives here in Ann Arbor, so he's good with me. I feel good about him.
But he was always good on how he delivered college games. And then I'd go with Gus. And then if we go to college, I'd probably go with, I don't know, maybe like a Dave Revson when he does the Big Ten Network.
Okay.
If you watch into that.
I can do that.
I think it's a very even guy to the sport. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's what I mean. Those are my three. And, we're 9 days till toe meets letter. I know you're running the clock, and I can't wait to go to war, buddy. And go Blue. Have a great day.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Don't be a stranger, man.
All right, I got you. I'll talk to you and Miz in the future. I'll talk to you, bud.
All right,
have a good one. Bye.
Talk to you. Bye. Jason, what's going on?
Yeah, no, hey, long time. Apologize for that, but I do always catch the podcast. But today I'm able to catch live, so I wanted to give a call in.
I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm down here a little south of Youngstown, Ohio, and of course, all the sanctions come out and everything, and it just got me to thinking. It reminded me of Troy, rest his soul, And
yeah.
But every time he would talk about his coworkers in the Ohio State. I felt that. I felt every word of that living down there. I relate. And I want to give you a quick example. The county fair was recently.
Uh-huh.
And at the county fair, there's a tent, and it had like the Army National Guard and stuff in it, and they were doing a weightlifting. They were calling people over to weightlift or whatever, and he calls me over, and of course I'm wearing a Michigan shirt. And as I walk over, he sees my shirt, and he says, "Oh, never mind. You'll cheat. You'll probably cheat. Your whole team's of cheaters. You're natty." And then he grabs his Ohio State mug and makes sure I see it, national champs mug. And I said, "You know what? That's nice, but I'll give you 13 to 10 reasons why I don't care." Dropped the mic and walked away.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
But no, I wanted to call in about the announcers too, and you started to tell the story earlier about Jackson and Greasy, and it didn't get better than them too. Woodson, goodbye, hello, Heisman, and but yeah, the national championship game. You got a little sidetracked, didn't get to finish your story, but of course, Bob's son is the quarterback.
Yeah.
And Keith Jackson broke the news to him on air. He said, "Guess who's the MVP?"
Exactly.
I'm sitting next to his proud papa. Yeah, so that was a good moment.
And it's making me sad right now. I'm getting verklipped because he said, "You're the father. Go ahead." And his wife was right. Bob's wife was right there, and they hugged and embraced. And even Keith got a little misty. So I mean, that's a moment there. That is a moment that that Brian will have for his lifetime.
For sure, and on live national television.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did want to say to the caller in front of me just jumped in on me there, Mike Tirico. I was surprised nobody had brought up Mike Tirico, and you mentioned he was an Ann Arbor guy, and I always enjoyed his calls. A couple people there say Gus Johnson. Now, I was a Gus Johnson fan until. Hear me out, and I bet you Philly would call back and agree with me, even though he did mention Gus Johnson. In 2022, when Michigan travels down to Columbus, and at the end of the game's in hand, the camera pans to Sharon Moore, and Gus Johnson says, "And Sharon says, we didn't cheat this time." No, come on, Gus. We didn't cheat this time. That's what he said. That's what he said on the mic. And then 2 years later, in 2024, when Fit Taker Jack Sawyer gets that interception, Gus's voice raises so high I thought Clark was giving him a wedgie in the booth. It was obvious who he wanted to. It seemed obvious who he wanted to win that game.
Well,
one
team was playoff bound. The other team was not. I mean, Fox he's a company man, and the company was supporting the Bucks, I thought.
Yeah. For sure, yeah, for sure. And at the end of the game, when the scuffle breaks out, there's a little bit of dead air, and they need to say something. And he basically blamed it all on Michigan.
He did.
Said, "This is uncalled for. You won the game. There's no reason to rub it in." I don't know. I just lost respect for him after those two calls. But Klatt, I love Klatt. I think Klatt's very unbiased. He does a good job. As far as some other color guys, someone mentioned Devin. He's great at it, color analyst. And RG3, I don't think he's allowed to do it anymore, but he was always a joy to listen to as well.
He had a fun time with our backup quarterback from 2 years ago, Orgy.
Oh, yeah, right, absolutely.
He used to have so much fun with that name. There's an orgy in the end zone.
He sure did, yeah. He had a couple other ones, too, throughout the year with other teams.
I'm going to say this. Yeah. He had a great time the first time he got to come down the tunnel. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was the first time he was broadcasting the game for ABC, and he came down that tunnel, and he thought that was the greatest thing coming out on Michigan field.
I remember seeing the clips of that. Yeah. That was a good time. Yeah. So one last thing too. I didn't get to see it because I was at the game. I'm a 30-year season ticket holder, Section 39. But I think it was 2011, the Notre Dame night game. Musburger and Herb Street are doing the game.
Yep.
So being at the game, I didn't get to see it, but watching the recording, they had Eminem in the booth at halftime.
Dude, wait a minute. Did he have some medicine? Or did he do? I mean, he was out there. He was out there. They said he was afraid of heights. That's what they say.
Well, that may be. The story I heard was that he was just messing with them because they gave him some speech about how it was live TV and don't say this and don't say that.
Right.
So the story I heard was he was just messing with Musburger, and Herbstreit seemed to be in on the joke because he's just behind him chuckling. But who knows? But no, that was a good one. Yeah, Musburger was good too in his time. So,
he's good now.
He's good now. Yeah, he's good now. How about this? He was better in his time.
Right. You're right.
All right. With that said, you couldn't get any better than Keith Jackson. No way.
No, that was the voice of college football.
Yeah.
Which
yeah. And
I think they should do. They should go back and take that voice and put it into that college football game. That would be great if they could do that, and if the estate of Keith Jackson would let them do that. I think that would be great.
That's a great idea. Somebody ought to run with that.
I'm just saying, and that would be great. It would be vintage, as they call it. That means it's old and it's nice.
Oh, I know you're getting close. I'll let you go. Rihanna, I apologize. I didn't tell you I was a first-time caller after a couple-year absence, so it was nice to speak with you as well.
Thank you for being so kind.
Absolutely. Hey, go Blue, guys.
Go Blue.
We'll be in touch.
Oh, my God. That was good bank of calls. That was a good bank of calls.
Yeah, man, they were flooding in.
Yeah, they came in and wanted to say what they had to say.
Good question.
So who had the overall, what I think Keith Jackson won. Yeah, I think he did. This was an older crowd like me, so they like Keith Jackson.
You're not old, you're vintage, right? You said that's not.
There you go. Okay, it's vintage.
It's vintage.
I got you. I hear what you're saying. What a great day it's been.
Yes.
You know, it's been a great day.
Thanks for letting me learn.
What you already know. Come on now.
Knowing a little and learning a lot. Let's say that.
That's fine too.
All right.
I would live with that. I'll live with that. I mean, you did a great job. I mean, you come back anytime.
Oh, really? I was going to ask you after this, so I'm glad. I'll put it on my resume.
It's good. I told you. Come on. I have confidence in you. I told you I had confidence in you. Come on.
You know what? You said it originally, but it took a little bit, I think, for you to believe that. You said it before fully believing it, but I think I've got it now. You're a little shaky, but I think we pulled through. I think
I look at. I've had starters and beginners. I get that all the time, but we get through it.
Yeah, we've had fun.
We didn't have to get through it. I didn't have to get through it. I didn't worry about it. I mean, we didn't have anything. We do need to end this show though. So you're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. Cool beans. You're probably saying, I can't wait for tomorrow to end and I'm done. I can work with Sam. I didn't know Mia Kimes had a kid. Who knew that? Probably the kid. What are we doing? Oh my God. What are we doing? I had noodles last night. I know what you had. Shut up.